Hello and welcome to the channel. It's your boy Ade, the veteran arcade soldier. And I've messed up the volume once again. I should be getting better at this, but never mind. It's all good. We move forward, always pushing forward. A few people in the chat already, which is always lovely to see. I'll say hello in 2 secs, people. My name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier, and we're back once again for another live stream watch along. It's a late one here in the UK, 11:30 at night. And we're getting ready for the big one for me anyway, which is Liverpool FC in their second pre-season tour game of America, taking on AFC Wrexham. So that's what's happening. Kickoff is going ahead at 12:30 into the early hours. But let me say a quick hello to the chat. I see Phasmo in the chat. How you doing, Phasmo? Hope you are good, my bro. Please let me know. And thank you for being in the stream. Really appreciate it. And the main man himself, my eternal young enemy, the man who loves to get on the back of Liverpool FC, young Arthur, in the chat. How are you doing, good sir? You've been having me up all evening, but I hope you're well, my bro. Your last comment, very funny. I did appreciate it. But how you doing, Arthur? Hope you're well. Phasmo, please let me know as well. Hopefully we have a few more people join the stream. Otherwise, obviously, going into the night, I could be on my lonesome. But it is what it is. As a veteran of the game, the arcade soldier will continue. Even if he's alone, it's all good. But I am fine and dandy and all ready to go. Like I said, anyone in the chat wants to have a chat, please go for it. All good. Arthur is back on the case of Florian Wirtz as usual. He says Wirtz is going to ghost like usual. To be fair, Arthur, I'm not even sure that he'll even get on the pitch today. He might only get like a 20-30 minute appearance after only just coming back from the World Cup. But hopefully he gets a bit more and he can show his stuff and see what he can do. Because whether you like it or not, he does have magic in his boots. It's just up to him to unlock it. So that is what I'm hoping for. But all good. Yes. Hello there. Football JWF. Welcome to the channel, my bro. And saying hello, veteran. Thank you, my bro. My name is Ade. You can call me V.A.S, veteran, whatever you like. How are you, sir? Please introduce yourself to the chat. My channel is open to everybody, all clubs, all support. Please let me know who you support. Ah, it's Jessica. A different name this time on your account, Jessica. How are you doing, Jessica? Lovely to see you. How's your evening been? Please let me know. And where is Thomas at the moment? I hope you're good, Jessica. Please let me know. And before you respond, thank you for joining the stream the other day as well. Well, yesterday, wasn't it? But yeah, absolutely a pleasure to have you in. Good, I'm on the call to... Oh, okay, fair enough. You love birds on the call. Amazing what technology does. But Jessica, you know, thank you for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. And thank you, everyone. I hope you've already smashed the like button on the way in. Thank you very much. How's your day been, Jessica? Please let me know. And Arthur, what have you been getting up to for the rest of your evening? Let me know. Phasmo as well. Please let me know. Nothing much with Arthur. What about with your summer holidays, Arthur? Because obviously it's a big time, 6 weeks off and all that. You got any plans? You going away for holiday with the family? Please let me know. Jessica says, I haven't done nothing at the minute. Fair enough. Early days. What is it you're doing with yourself at the moment, Jessica? Are you obviously you're still studying? Are you going to college, thinking about university, etc.? Let me know your plans. Always happy to share. All good. Gary in the chat, the main man. How you doing today, Gaz? Please let us know. Hope you're good, Gary. I hope you smashed that like button, my G. Natasha, how are you doing, princess? Hope you are well. Have you survived today? Well, you've obviously survived today, Natasha. How are you feeling? Definitely a scorcher one today. 29 degrees in my living room right now. It's absolutely crazy. How are you doing down in Newquay, Cornwall? Did you have a lovely day, Natasha? Please let me know. Hey, Thomas, how you doing, my bro? Thomas in the building. How you doing, my bro? Hope you're good. How's your day been, my man? Jessica said she's had a quiet one. How about you, Thomas? Please let me know, my bro. Hope you're good. Natasha says, it is too hot. 32 degrees in Newquay at the moment. Too hot to sleep? Wow. The thing is, Natasha, at least we got something to stay out for. We've got the Liverpool Wrexham game. Hope people saw my promo earlier. Put a bit of wild effort into it with the whole Deadpool thing with Ryan Reynolds running the show. But yeah, at least we've got the game to look for. Hey, the man like Deng back in the building. How you doing, Deng? Hope you're well, my bro. Deng says, kindly confirm if Figueroa is available. I'll look into it, my bro. I'll look into it. But Deng, your prediction on the game the other day was spot on. I respected that, my bro. How you doing? Peter back in the building. How you doing, Peter? Hope you're well, my bro. All right, dudes, and Natasha and Jessica. That's it, my bro. We've got to respect the ladies. 2 ladies in the house. Wonderful. Jessica says, you're not in college or sixth form. So what you doing with yourself, Jessica? Have you got a part-time job? Let me know what the plan is. Hopefully you've got a plan. Every boy and girl got to have a plan in this world. But hopefully, no, seriously, hopefully you're finding your feet in the world yourself. All good? Natasha says, hi, Peter. And Thomas says, come on, Liverpool. Let's go. Arthur says, Newquay is a lovely seaside town and cool. It is. Do you know something, Arthur? It's one of the places I've got on my to-do list. I haven't been down that part of the world yet, but I do need to check it out, 100%. Peter says, all go here. I move in place next week. Got to put stuff in boxes. Fair enough, Peter. Are you just moving somewhere locally, nearby? Slight upgrade, bit of a downgrade? Or is it just like you fancy a change? Peter, let us know if you don't mind sharing. Jessica says, I think Liverpool and I work at my tennis club as a part-time job. Fair enough, Jessica. Sounds good. Love a bit of tennis myself. Not a bad little dab hand at the racket sports myself. Quite good at squash. And I don't mind a bit of tennis myself, Jessica. Alan Burns, the main man himself, coming in with his Spurs allegiance. Alan's on my neck already with the come on Wrexham. He's already stolen my favourite Scottish player. Well, my second favourite Scottish player of all time. And now he's trying to get the Welsh Dragons to fire. Arthur's bigging up the Dragons. You lot are horrible people. It's all about LFC tonight, guys. I was there being pleasant to you and your clubs. Now you can be pleasant to mine. But all good, all good. I can take it. Broad shoulders, people. Broad shoulders. But yeah, thank you for sharing, Jessica. Do mind me, I am a bit nosy, but it's all good. It's just nice to talk to people, right? Hope you appreciate it. Hey, the man like Alphonse. How you doing, my bro? Alphonse Rouchel from over there in Stuttgart, Germany. How you doing, Alphonse? Alphonse says, go Reds, you'll never walk alone. Lost my heart of this club. There you go, my man. I appreciate you, Alphonse. Hope you're feeling good today, my man. And let's enjoy the watch along. Natasha says, the heat wave in the UK and also drought in Cornwall. If it will be like this until the end of September. Wow. Yeah, that's right. And they've got hosepipe bans as well. Is that down your way, Natasha? Absolutely crazy. But yeah, hope everyone is well anyway. Surviving the heat. Alphonse, how is it in Stuttgart? Is it very hot? And please tell me you smashed that like button on the way in. Peter, keeping yourself busy. Idle hands, my bro. Jessica's, me and Thomas got disabilities. I got ADHD and Thomas got autism. Fair enough. Listen, Jessica, look at it this way. They're not disabilities, they're abilities. They're your own superpowers, right? Look, my older son, he won't mind me saying he's got ADD. So he doesn't have the hypermobility. He doesn't have the hyper focus aspect, but he has ADD. So he's got the deficit attention disorder, but without the hyper focus. So I understand it a fair bit myself, but obviously I'm not you. And obviously you know how it works for you in your mind. But do you know what? Remember, they are your superpowers, Jessica. Appreciate everything you have. Everything's a blessing. Natasha says, Alan, is it hot in Scotland? Please let us know, Burnsy. And with a name like Burns, it must be hot. Alan says, will admit your new away white top looks smart. It does, my man. I need to get an order in. I need that new white shirt, 100%. Thomas says, I'm playing Fortnite. Fair enough, my bro. You know what? Funnily enough, it's a game I've never played. My sons have played it, but I'm more of a Street Fighter 6 kind of guy, as Arthur knows. Arthur says, it's a ban in beautiful green Surrey. Oh, with the hose pipes, Arthur, yeah? Yeah, I guess so. Water is a premium. Natasha says, Jessica, not to worry. My son is on the spectrum. He has ADHD. Don't give up. You are special. Exactly, Jessica. It's a superpower. Remember that. It's all about channeling what you have in the right direction. So never give up, sweetheart. Thomas is special as well. Exactly. Just like we all are. But Natasha, really good sentiments. Oh, sorry, Alphonse, I missed that one. Alphonse says, thanks, man. Hope you're all good. I am good, my man. And yes, mate, it's still 36 degrees for poor Alphonse in Stuttgart, burning his backside off. Wow. Gaming on TTV. What's good? This is a brilliant game, but oh my days, this heat. I know, gaming. Welcome to the channel, my man. A new person. Please let us know who you are, and where you're from. And are you a Liverpool fan or do you support someone else? Gaming. Let us know, my bro. Welcome to the channel. Everyone is welcome. It's all about positive vibes here. No negativity, no toxicity, just people getting along. It doesn't matter who you support. We've got Tottenham in the chat. We've got Crystal Palace in the chat. We've got Chelsea in the chat. We've got Arsenal in the chat. And we've got LiverpoolFC in the chat. Gaming, let us know who you support, my bro. And if you like the vibe, please do consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. Alan says, not today. It's been raining most of the day, but still warm at the same time. Humid up in Aberdeen. Alan, at the end of the day, as we already said, the Scots are not built for this weather. Arthur says, a moth just attacked me because it saw a light. It owns my room now. Arthur, you joker. Gaming says, huge Liverpool fan and have been my whole life. My brother. Alan says, Liverpool fans are special. We are. And you know what? We're everywhere. One of the most dominating and most supported clubs in the world, Alan. Don't you forget it. One day when Spurs grow up, they hope to be LFC, just like Arsenal. Gaming says, I've subscribed as this seems like good vibes. Thank you, my bro. Stick around and you will see that it is 100%. How long have you been following the Reds? And where are you from originally? As you can tell by my accent, I'm obviously originally from Liverpool. Obviously not, but I'm originally from London, but I was born in red. Proper scass. Ichiku, what's happening, my bro? Ichiku back. Brummy's finest, he's here. He says, spoke with my son who works in Saudi Arabia tonight. It's 45 degrees there, up the villa. Ichiku, welcome back, my brother. Hope you enjoyed your nap earlier, my veteran brother. Jessica says, are you watching the Commonwealth Games recently? Not really, Jessica. I've seen a little bit of the swimming, but that's about it. I kind of lost a lot of passion for track and field and stroke, you know, the Commonwealth Games, Olympics and stuff. It's not what it was for me. And obviously with a busy life, it's hard to fit in everything you want to do. So, but you know, fair play. What have you got? Any news? I kind of saw a bit of the swimming with this whole Adam Peaty thing and this young upcomer. So let me know, Jessica, what is it you wanted to talk about? Alphonse says, yes, Liverpool fans all over the world, 100%. Alphonse. Gaming says, I was born down south, but Liverpool has always been in my family's blood. Been supporting them for about 22 years. I hear you, my bro. I've been supporting them for 40 years and the same. My mum supported Liverpool. She got me into it. It's just one of those things, isn't it? You kind of love who your dad, supports or your mum supports. Once it's in your family, it's in your veins. And it helps, especially when you're young, that Liverpool win and everything. But respect to you, Gaming, because if you supported for 22 years, you were kind of supporting us during the rough times. But at least, I suppose, when you got into it, depending on how old you are, you got to see Steven Gerrard lift up that European Cup in Istanbul. Something that Arthur has never seen his Arsenal team do. Hold that, Arthur. Arthur says, I did it really toned down because the Aussies refused to host it. What's that, Arthur? Oh, the Commonwealth Games. I hear that. Thomas says, me and Jessica, 3.5 years. Congratulations. That's a fantastic achievement because relationships really struggle to last these days. But hopefully you are a perfect story that lasts forever. Good luck to you both. You sound like a wonderful young couple. So much love to you, Thomas and Jessica in the chat. Let's blast some love hearts for these young ones. There you go. Arthur says, Addy BSing as usual. Honestly, I must admit, I can waffle with the absolute best of them. But Arthur, you know this already, my guy. Ichiku says, what's your opinion on FIFA trying to sell football? Do you know something? Ichiku, I'll have to come back to you on that one because I saw the headline and I was about to click on the BBC website. I got distracted and I haven't been back to it. Give me a rough rundown of what it actually is. Please let me know. Deng, sorry, I didn't get back to you, Deng. How are you doing, my bro? Please let me know. Let's see, what have we got here? Alan Burns says, no top 4 finish for Liverpool this season. Ha ha. Alan, we shall see. At the moment, I'll be real, it's a bit close for Liverpool to get top 4. They need some signings. Obviously, they're going to get some signings. But if they don't, we will struggle to get top 4. But we'll get the signings in before the start of the season. Don't you worry about that. And when the first one comes through the door and it's Bradley Barcola, then we'll see who's singing the last laugh. I hear you. Right, anyway, let's see. Natasha says, me and my husband have been together for 30 years. That's a beautiful story, Natasha. That's a beautiful story. And may it last another 30, 40 years. And hopefully you are happy and healthy as you mature like a fine wine, Natasha. DH, what's happening? Hi there. It's a new channel. Yeah, it's fairly new, my bro. DH, where you from? Who do you support? As you can see, I'm a red, but everyone's welcome on the channel. Yes, my channel's been going for about 2.5, 3 months now. Do live watch-alongs, play video games, and it's a non-toxic environment. All people are welcome, making new friends, and all of that good stuff. So DH, introduce yourself to the chat. Who are you? Who do you support? Where are you from? Go for it, my bro. Or lady, if you are. Jessica says, I'm 20 and Thomas is 19 years old. Fair enough, Jessica. Love to hear it. Did you guys meet at school? Let us know. Please let me know. Arthur says, this channel is 4 months old. Okay, I'm waffling. It's coming up to 4 months. Arthur's always on my neck. He's got me there. Alan Burns says, I've recently become single after being with my partner for over 10 years. We have 2 kids. Alan, to be fair, mate, I hope it was I'm not going to patronise you, Alan. I hope it was an okay split and it's at least amicable. Look, I've been through a divorce myself and all that sort of stuff, so I know how it goes. But ultimately, sometimes life doesn't work out. But it's a blessing. You got your children. Hope you're happy. Hope they're all happy and healthy and you get to spend good quality time with them. I'm a single dad myself. Had majority of the child rearing for myself, but it is what it is. What can you do? We do the best that we can. Their mum's a lovely lady, as in my ex. She's a good person. But yeah, sometimes things just don't go the way you want them to go. Especially when you're in your 30s. Life is very difficult. Jessica says, yes, we did, as in meet at school. Love to hear it. Thomas says, yes, we did meet at school. Cool, cool, cool. Thomas, no, I read that one. I wrote that before you said that. What's that, Arthur? Oh, fair enough, bro. Thank you, my bro. DH says, hi from Soboland, Hungary. I hear that. And support, of course, Liverpool FC. Hungry and underdogs as usually. No, and underdogs as well. I hear that, DH. And obviously, don't forget the young, mighty Milos Kerkez, our left back, my guy. But yes, DH, welcome to the channel, my bro. It's fairly new, a few months old, but covering all of the top Liverpool games and many of the other top clubs. DH, smash that like button. Support your boy, a fellow red. Subscribe to the channel, my guy. Ichiku says, me and my dear wife will have been together for 40 years on the 6th of November. Wow, amazing, Ichiku. Fantastic, you're both still going and keeping yourself together in your autumn years, my man, if you don't mind me saying. But a pleasure and wonderful to hear that story. She's probably thinking, what are you still doing up this time of night, you crazy lunatic? But you just tell her you're with your boy V.A.S. You're with your boy Vet, Ade, the veteran arcade soldier. Right, what's happening? Alan Burns says, mutual decision from both of us. I hear that, Alan. And that's the best way, my man. At least you spoke it out. And it is what it is. But you know what, bro? Life goes on. I'm not going to lie. I'll be real. On a personal note, after splitting up, I've kind of found relationships quite difficult, to be fair. I haven't even had that much time for these things. But hey, it is what it is. Alan, I've still got my first love, which is Liverpool FC. I'll never cheat on her. She'll never leave me. And I'm going to love her for life. You know the score. Right, let me see. Big John says, oh, sorry, Big John. Just seen it. Big John says, good evening, everyone. How you all doing? Big John, an Aston Villa fan, back in the chat. There you go. Big John, say hello to Ichiku Park. He's a senior villain himself. So you two make acquaintance. You're both big villains. Good to see you in the chat, Big John. I'm good, my bro. And welcome back, my bro. Hope you smash that like button on the way in the door. Thomas says, do you have a wife, Ade? I did, my man, but we separated about 14, 15 years ago. But yeah, life sometimes go that way, my man. It is what it is. Let me see. Football, Jessica says, do you watch F1? Do you like Lewis Hamilton? I've got a soft spot for Lewis. Lewis is a top guy. The thing is, Jessica, funnily enough, when I was younger, much younger, in and around your age, Formula 1 was actually my favourite sport. I never missed a practice. I never missed a qualifying session. I never missed a race. It didn't matter if it was Interlagos at 3 a.m. in the morning. I was there. Formula 1 was my favourite sport. It's what I wanted to do as a kid. But the truth is, 1994 happened, the 1st of May. Go check it out. My favourite ever sportsman, my favourite driver, and basically one of my favourite human beings on the planet, Ayrton Senna, the legendary Brazilian driver, the greatest of all time, lost his life. And after that, my love for the sport died. And like, not that many people know that about me. Even my children don't really know that about me. But honestly, I used to love the bones of Formula One. But after he died, the sport died for me. It's very strange. I can't even describe it. But yeah, very sad, really. But honestly, if anyone wants to do their history, younger people, Ayrton Senna. There's going to be older people in the chat. If you know about F1 and you know about Ayrton Senna, he is the absolute GOAT. DH says, did like and subscribed, of course. DH, you legend. Thank you, my bro. And people, anything you want to throw in the chat, please do. We've got plenty of time before the kickoff. Of course, I will get the lineups up and we can have a chat about the lineups and see who's playing. Arthur says, chess is funner to watch than F1. Wow, Arthur, that is brutal. Gaming says, wow, your positivity is something you don't normally see on watchalongs, especially on such late games. Do you know what, Gaming? To be real, in life, and this is a part of the reason why I started my channel, because football is now entering a stage where it's not as fun as it used to be. It's all about this athleticism and tactics and man management and all this sort of stuff. And people online are trying to promote and sell toxicity to get you to click and all that sort of stuff. But it's boring. People would rather see you and the rest of the chat miserable, moaning about their clubs, complaining about other teams and all this sort of stuff, just so that they're getting fed clicks and all that sort of rubbish. What about just getting clicks or whatever, but actually being happy and being positive and sharing good talk and conversations with people? Gaming, that is what it should be all about. Social media is something I don't really do in my personal life, but YouTube and whatnot, I'm here for it because it's a way to connect with people. So that's what it's all about. But thank you, my bro, for saying that. Ichiku says, hi, Big John. Big John says, Lewis was from Stevenage. He was. And his pops wasn't, and their family wasn't even from money either. His dad worked double jobs to get him into the sport. And now look at him, one of the greatest of all time. Alan says, can't stand Hamilton, by the way. Do you know what? A lot of people are like that. He's very Marmite for some reason. I don't know why, but I do like Lewis. He's quite a nice chap. It's just a little bit, I think he's a little bit misunderstood. But people think he's very arrogant, but it is what it is. DH says, that bloody rubber on that helmet. What's that, my man? What, on Formula One? I mean, I don't really watch it these days anyway, so it is what it is. Natasha says, where are your kids? In bed? Well, my middle son, because my two youngest live with me. My oldest one, he's getting on a bit now. He's 26. But my youngest is in the bedroom. He's chilling on his phone. And my middle son is doing a night shift at work. So there you go, Natasha. Arthur says, Hamilton, that dude doesn't pay taxes. Yeah, that's why a lot of people are on his back. But to be fair, there's so many of these sports stars and actors and actresses that do that. Before him, Nigel Mansell, if anyone knows him, 1992 Formula One world champion, one of the greatest British sportsmen of all time. His residence is in Jersey as well. He was dodging the tax so he could keep the moolah. But nobody was on Nigel Mansell's case. So why are they on Lewis Hamilton's case when he's doing the exact same thing? There you go. I rest my case. Big John says, hi Ichiku, how you doing? Good to see people getting on in the chat. Two big villains in the chat. Natasha says, we need Liverpool to be a team like they were in the 80s. We do, Natasha. Let's hope that, I was about to say Unai Emery. Well, let's hope he does what he does at Villa, but let's hope that the man like Andoni Iraola can bring the Reds back to former glory. DH says, Senna helmet get pierced. Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, DH, I don't know exactly how old you are. Maybe you saw the documentary. I watched the race live. Absolutely devastated. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Alan Burns says, Newcastle got beat 4-1 today. Did they? Who did they get beat by? I didn't even know they played. Thomas says, Hammond is a good guy. I think so. He's a nice kid. And his brother is actually on the spectrum as well. I can't remember his exact superpower. But I think his younger brother's autistic as well, I think. But yeah, lovely family. Do you know what I mean? Natasha says, David Coulthard. Very average driver, but you have the memory. He had a very square chin, old Coulthard, but not the greatest driver. Alan Burns says, Bristol City, they got smoked, did they? 4-1, never mind. Thomas says, do you like Jessica, a friend? What's that? Thomas? I don't get the question, but Jessica seems like a lovely girl. Big John says, all the races are tax avoidance, even Norris has moved out. There you go, Big John. They all do it, mate. They all do it. And to be fair, if your accountant told you how to save millions, would you not follow them? It is what it is. Hey, man, like MRI Tribe in the building. Big up, broski. How you doing, my man? MRI, I've got to check out your channel, man. I didn't even realize you had stuff going on. We'll have a chat sometime. I know you're doing some red stuff, so please let me know. We'll have a little chat sometime, and let's see what's happening. I'd love to see what you're getting up to. In the future, it's all about some collaborations and working with fellow Reds to push the movement forward. But I hope you're well, my brother, and looking forward to the game. How are you doing, sir? Let me know. Peter says, MR Tribe, good evening, dude. There you go. Alan Burns says, like Liverpool will get smoked tonight from Wrexham. You're a fool, Alan, but you can hold that. Thomas says, do you like Jessica as a friend? Yeah, she seems like a lovely girl. You're a lucky man, it seems, for sure. Right, let us get the lineups up and see how the teams are looking. So bear with me. Keep the chat going, people, and let's see how the mighty Reds are looking this evening. Where's club friendlies? MRI track. Let me read some of these. DH says we have the Hunger Roaring here next to Budapest. That's right, Spa. Every August we just did have a Formula 1 race next week. Expensive. Well, that's the problem with Formula 1, and that's the reason why I was never going to make it, because my family was absolutely broke as anything. But hey, never mind. But yeah, you're lucky to have a fantastic track like that in your country. MRI says, I just did the watch-along for the Newcastle versus Bristol City, and it was a huge success. Glad to hear it, my bro. Thanks for bringing our attention to pre-season important. Exactly, my bro. Wicked. Well, I'm glad you had a fantastic watch-along. Fair enough. MRI says, guys, smash the likes. Thank you, my brother. Peter says, the mighty Wrexham, Kings of North Wales. There you go. But yes, anybody wants to throw anything into the chat, happy to cover it all. As long as we're not diving into politics or religion, let's cover it all. All good, all good. So, in the meantime, trying to find the lineups to see who is actually playing today. The teams surely have been set. Let us see. Liverpool. Oh, I might just go to the actual official website, to be honest, to see the lineups. Format schedule. Oh, here we go. Brilliant. Got that up. All right. Back to the page. Right, give me 2 secs and I'll read out the messages. What a brilliant community that's being built on this channel. Absolutely love it. Right, let's bring that up there. So I've got that up there. Right, let's get back there. Thomas said, hold on, let me go back. Arthur says, Ade insults 1. You're a fool. 2. You're a clown. 3. Oh, wait, there isn't a 3rd. I'm sorry, Arthur, but you love to see it. You're a fool and you know it. You joker. All good. Much love, Arthur. You know I'm here for you, my bro. I always say it with love, you fool. Anyway, MRI says, Peter, my guy, big up. Hope you're well, my man. That's what we like to see in the chat. Thomas says, I'm a lucky man to have her, as she is cute and a beautiful girl I have ever met. Ah, what a beautiful story. Fantastic. And Thomas, don't forget, I want to see that trophy. You said you had a picture of the trophy. I want to see it, my bro. Alan Bird says, right, I'm going to head to sleep, mate. Speak later, and for one last time, come on to Wrexham. Alan, you devious man. Listen, you go off and have a good rest. I'll see you soon, my bro. And smash that like button on the way out. MRR Tribe says, FootMob is a good one for lineups. Ade Broski as well. I remember that, my bro. I'm a little bit I shouldn't really use BBC as much as I do, because at the end of the day, I don't know if they even like people using their stuff, but and obviously there's that whole copyright issue. But yeah, I will bear that in mind. Thank you, my bro. I appreciate that. I will make a note of FootMob for sure and check it out. Nice one, Alan. I appreciate it, my bro. Good night, my man. Peter says, I'm moving home next week, so I'm boxing up my stuff. He's a busy man. Ichiku says, a big shout out for Wrexham. They have done wonders to climb out of non-league to become championship contenders. They certainly have. Ade pretends to not care about, but he listens to LBC and watches Channel 1 and read The Guardian. Arthur, you are too much, mate. Cheers, Alan. See you in a bit. In terms of us growing together, Ade, V.A.S, I'm here for it. That's how we do it, big bro. I hear you, my man. All good, my bro. We will definitely have a proper chat. DH says, I know I may be alone with my opinion, but based on last season, when a team's been mixed up, I'm not a huge fan of the shopping in the transfer window. Crazy. I believe we have enough quality in the team. I hear what you're saying, DH. You're basically saying that Liverpool maybe shouldn't be in a mad rush to buy loads of players, but they've just done such awful planning off the back of last season. We bought some great players, obviously, but the planning wasn't there. The one that really sticks for me, I like him as a character, Jeremy Frimpong, but it's not going to work. We need to get a full-on right back, and we obviously need a winger. Keep him around, but I think at certain points they need to make a plan and potentially move him on. At the end of the day, but Liverpool are short of bodies at the moment, short of numbers. So we've got to keep as many people as we can, but we definitely need to add 3 or 4 before the start of the season. Minimum 3. Thomas says, me and Jessica are going to play Bing on Saturday. What's that? Bingo, you mean? Wonderful. Such a cool game, you know? Such a cool game. Thomas, oh, I've read that one. MRI Tribe says, best of luck with that, Peter. Don't you worry, you got this. Cheers. Man, like, get Rob back in the building. Of course I remember you, Rob. Rob, all the way down in Hampshire. How you doing, my man? The Saints fan, right? How you doing, Rob? Hope you're well. And life is good, Rob. How have you been, brother? Please let the chat know. Say everyone say hello to Rob. Absolutely charming young man over down in Hampshire. Southampton fan. Arthur says a big hello. And Thomas says, yes, I mean bingo. There you go. But yep, all good. I'm just going to quickly rifle through the teams. Let's see who's playing because I haven't even had a look. So, Liverpool, Andoni Iraola, the manager, playing a 4-2-3-1. Giorgio Marmadashvili in goal. Callum Scanlon, left back. Right back, sorry. Luke Chambers. Bloody hell, Luke Chambers at centre-back. What's going on there? And Ndukwe, who had a great game at centre-back. Milos Kerkez. My man, DH, your main boy. Kerkez at left-back. We've got Trey Neone, the beast, who is going to come on leaps and bounds in midfield this season. Young Trey Neone Morris. Let's go. Harvey Elliott in the midfield. Wow. Up top, well, I don't know why Calvin Ramsey is shown as the right winger. That is weird. Don't know what that's all about. Soboslai in the cam. Josh Abe. Wow. The promising youngster. Arthur, look out for this kid. Josh Abe. This is the kid they're saying is the rival to Rio and Max Dowman. Josh Abe is meant to be the one. And up top, Lewis Kumas, who had a good game in the previous game against Sunderland. Let's have a look at the Liverpool bench. So you've got Harvey Davies, the goalkeeper, Jeremy Frimpong, Curtis Jones, James McConnell, Kieran Morrison, who had a good game and scored, Njai, Rio Ingamoa, Sonny Lamby, Shimakas, Woodman and Wright. Jeez. So after all that, no Isak and no Wirtz. What a disappointment. Before the Wrexham, I'll read out the Wrexham names. I'll go back to the messages. Thomas says, Liverpool will win 3-0 against Wrexham. To be honest, Thomas, I've just seen the score. And I've just seen the team, and I'm not confident, my bro. I'll put my score prediction in the chat in a minute, but please let me know. Put your score predictions in the chat, guys. Happy to see it. Deng says, copies make me understand the absence of Fede Chiesa. What's that? What do you mean by copies, Deng? Please let me know. Is that a different word? Copies make me understand the absence of Chiesa. Oh, please. Do you know what? Is he even on the bench, Chiesa? Let's have a look. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Deng. He's not even on the bench. I don't know. Very weird. Maybe he's picked up another injury. Very strange. Arthur says, you were talking about how bad Kirkis was. Hypocrisy. Me? No chance. Arthur says, Abe sounds like Ade, so probably rubbish. Arthur, get out. Get Rob says, 2-1 Liverpool. Cheers, Rob. Let us know how you've been getting on, my bro. Haven't seen you in a little while. Hope life is treating you well. Down on the Hampshire coast. My guess, we win 4-2 again. DH, I'm liking the positivity. To be honest with you, it's all about fitness and getting some minutes in the boys' legs. But let's see those attacking patterns, DH. Let's see what Iraola is cooking up. Thomas says, I'm going to be on your live stream on Saturday. Thank you, Thomas. And I was going to say, I'm doing 3 watch-alongs on Saturday. I'm doing the early one. Chelsea versus Spurs. Lunchtime or just after lunchtime, Man United versus Atletico Madrid. Great game. So those 2 games. And then in the evening, I'm doing Girona versus Arsenal. So 3 games on Saturday, 3 watch-alongs. So Thomas, feel free to come in all 3 of them if you have the time. All good. Get Rob says, been all right. Haven't gotten rain down here in months. Mate, it is what it is. But listen, once the summer's over, we'll all be complaining. So you got to enjoy the sunshine, my bro. Thomas says, for the Chelsea match. I hear you, my bro. Happily enough, I'll be there. and you'll be there. So it'll be great to see you, my bro. Let's see what Chelsea do versus Tottenham Hotspurs. Right, let me read out the Wrexham team. So Danny Ward in goal, former Liverpool goalkeeper. Viner at right back. Doyle and Longman at the centre back. Scar at left back. O'Brien in midfield with Ollie Rathbone, who played in the Prem for a little bit. Thomason also in midfield. Up top, Kayla Dunn off the right hand side. Matty James up top and Smith off the left. So that is the Wrexham team. They got Ashfield, Barnett, Broadhead, Brunt. I wonder if he's the son of Chris Brunt. They've got Burton, Kakachi, Kadamatri, the youngster, Cleworth, Dobson, Hyam, James, Kiefer Moore, the veteran striker now, and another Moore. Don't know who that is. But yes, so those are the two teams. We have rifled through them. And now we are just awaiting the game and the lineup. Right, Arthur says, Surrey is the most beautiful country. Oh, DH says, where are you from, Rob? Southampton. And he said he's melting down there. Yeah, so, wow. It's definitely been El Scorcho up and down the country. Yeah, Deng, like what you said, very good question. Where is Federico Chiesa? Very, very strange, my man. But Deng, how's your day been, my bro? Please let us know. Arthur says, it says county, not country. Surrey is the most beautiful county. It says county, not country. Da-da-da-da-da. So yeah, so question to Jessica if you're there. Jessica, what are your thoughts on Crystal Palace this season? How are you feeling about losing Lacroix? Is there any signings coming? And how do you think Crystal Palace is going to do this season? Jessica, let us know. Thomas said Liverpool all the way. I hope so. Well, I've looked at the two teams and I think that this has got... I'll put my prediction in the chat. The only problem is that Wrexham, the championship side, they're a week ahead in terms of their preparation. So they do have the fitness side ahead. They've just beaten Man United in a friendly. And they also beat Leeds in a friendly 3-2. So... yeah, they're definitely going to have the fitness on Liverpool. But I think Liverpool's second half show will end up being a strong one. Big John says, this game's going to be a close one. Prediction 2-1 Liverpool. Cheers, Big John. I hear that. Get Rob says, do you think Gakpo will do well this coming season? I think he'll do all right, to be fair. But the question is he going to be at Liverpool? That's the question. I've got a feeling that he might get moved on towards the end of the window in a strange twist of fate. Maybe Spurs coming for him. Maybe Bayern Munich coming for Gakpo. There's big rumours that Luis Diaz, who loves a pound note, may be off to Saudi. If they are, then they might reignite their interest in bringing in Gakpo to replace Luis Diaz. And that means they will give Liverpool a pretty penny to reinvest in someone else. Would I sell Gakpo? Maybe. Would I keep Gakpo? I'm fine with it. As long as we get in Bradley Barcola, I'm good. Ichiku says, I know the big names are rested, but it's great seeing the youngsters playing. This is it. It's nice, isn't it? Because it's the only time you're really going to get to see them fleshed out in the squad. Obviously, Ichiku, you saw Villa with the youngsters yesterday, and it is what it is, my man. You've got to enjoy it while you can. DH says, stay strong, Get Rob. Here was 35 Celsius daytime, now 25 here in Hungary. By the way, Kieita's ill. Thank you for the update, my bro. Respect it. All good. Well, there you go, Deng. So another Liverpool fan in the chat told us Kiesa's ill. Do you know something though? DH, that's weird because this guy was missing so many times last season. He was ill about 4 times. You're like, God, this guy's a healthy footballer. Why is he sick all the time? Very strange. But thanks for clarifying. Thomas says Chelsea will win 4-3 against Tottenham on Saturday. It could be a barnstormer. It's going to be I think that's going to be a fantastic game. Could be the best pre-season of the summer pre-season game. Jessica says, I think Crystal Palace will be good this season and I'd be annoyed that Lacroix is going to Chelsea. I hear that, Jessica. It is what it is. But sadly, as you know, Crystal Palace, they're a selling club. I've been to Palace many times, Jessica. I've been to the ground many times, seen a lot of games there. I've basically seen Man City versus Crystal Palace about 4 times. But yeah, fantastic stadium and a really great experience. I hope you get to go sometimes yourself. Rob says, crazy stuff, DH. We had 38 degrees down here once. Mad times, Rob. Big John says, with Villa, need to sort their defence out. They do, mate, because you got Ezri Konsa in defence. And Ichiku Park knows that I'm not a fan of Ezri Konsa. But it is what it is. Everyone's got signings to make. Everyone has got deficiencies in their squad. And yes, that applies to you, Arthur, even Arsenal. Get Rob says, I was at Anfield for the Liverpool opener last year and saw Chiesa score 4-2 versus Bournemouth. Wow, that's amazing, Rob. Awesome. Wow, fantastic. So was you there in the Bournemouth away end? Obviously, I know you're down on the South Coast. And obviously, do you kind of follow a lot of all of the South Coast teams? Probably not Portsmouth, though. But let me know, my bro. Jessica, maybe so. Maybe you will meet me one day. It'll be absolute pleasure. Who knows? Who knows? Let us see. Thomas says, can meet you one day. Well, there you go. Maybe so. Like I said, you never know. We could have a live stream event. We could even have a one-to-one with V.A.S, the veteran arcade soldier. Maybe I'll be down at the tennis club, smashing it around left, right, and centre. Who knows? Let's see. So let me look for the game before Arthur gets on my case. How I've never got the streams up. Right. I'm sure I'm gonna get the stream up before we start. Football friendlies. Not on that one. Other live football. Can't be having a sticky situation before it starts. I'm sure this game will turn up. The Liverpool game. Where is it? Keep the message going in the chat, people. Do you live up in Liverpool? No. I do not. These days, I'm just outside of London, just north of London. So I'm originally from London, but these days I'm just outside. But just north of London. A little bit past Stevenage. Very close. DH says, since Chelsea injury, he gained a bit of weight. His movement coordination has changed. And maybe during treatment, etc., his immune system weakened. That is a very good take. And all of those things are definitely the case. He's had a lot of injuries, sadly. Massive injuries. Officers, because Ale is a glory hunter. Well, this is it. I was a glory hunter back in the day, guys. But, you know, the last time when I was a kid, I saw Liverpool win the league in 1990. And then there was no more glory for another 30 years. But hey, well, in the league anyway. We have the match in 17 minutes. And I still haven't found it. What a disgrace. But I'm sure it's going to be here somewhere. Let's go. Football. Jessica says, will you be getting EA Sports FC 27 this year? Nah. Jessica, I used to play it. I used to play it a lot. But I stopped playing. Well, I know it's obviously FIFA, EA Sports FC, EA FC Sports, whatever. But I stopped playing it about FIFA 21. I stopped there, Jessica. I felt like the game was going downhill. I used to play a lot of Ultimate Team. A little bit of Pro Clubs, but mostly Ultimate Team. But I think the game has really died a lot in recent times, but that's just my opinion. If you still enjoy it, that's fantastic. But FIFA 17, that was the one for me. I absolutely smashed that game to bits, Jessica. Do you enjoy it yourself? Please let me know. Right, need to definitely make sure I find this friendly. Rocket League is too hard, Arthur says. I've never played it. My son has, though, my youngest. Thomas says, do you play Fortnite and Rocket League? I don't, my man. I mean, when it comes to shooters, I played a bit of Call of Duty, not Warzone, but more multiplayer of whatever. So I'm probably going to get the next Call of Duty, and I'll probably play the multiplayer, check it out. But even Call of Duty's died in recent times. You know what it is, though? Obviously, talking about video games here, Thomas, Jessica, they keep releasing games so much. They need to give games breathing space. I don't think they should be releasing games every year. Fortnite's fine because they keep building on it, and that's what you should do. Release a game and build on it instead of every year FIFA 26, 27, 28, 29. They don't change enough. It's not worth the money, but that's just my opinion. HQ says, I was at Anfield in 1977 when we beat Villa 2-1 and Andy Gray got both goals. Man, HQ, you're the man. The veteran of the channel. You are the real veteran soldier, mate. DH says, in 2005, I visited England for the first time and I watched Liverpool AC Milan in the final in a pub opposite Anfield Road. As a non-English speaking foreigner, it was sweaty to pro for locals. I'm not, you had to prove you wasn't a Milan fan. They're probably thinking, who's this Hungarian guy? He's looking like some shady Italian in disguise. You're lucky you got out of there, bro. Imagine at 3-0. They must have been looking at you like when all the goals were going in, they're like, who's this DH guy? He looks suspicious. But yeah, that's a good story, bro. Peter says, blimey to Ishiku. Arthur says, GTA 6, 13 years wait. Exactly. I'll be definitely getting that though. Jessica Thomas, GTA 6, I will be getting that 100%. Gary says, how's everyone? Hope all are well. Peter says, all right, Gary. Thomas says, who is your favourite football player and why, Ade, is it your favourite? Right, so here is it. My favourite football player, probably of all time, Liverpool player, Steven Gerrard. That's my guy. Don't tell Peter, even though he's a Liverpool fan, he doesn't love Stevie G. I love Stevie G because of the all-action style, the fact that he's a leader on the pitch, he carries a team on his own, he's got a blunderbuss in his right boot, he can take corners, free kicks, dominates games, had pace, could shoot, could score goals. He is Roy of the Rovers reincarnated. Stevie G, my favourite ever footballer. And while growing up, John Barnes as well. A little bit before your time, Thomas. John Barnes, an absolute wing wizard. Peter will tell you he's an amazing. Ichiku Park, who is a Villa fan, will tell you that John Barnes was the absolute mutts in the late 80s. An absolute legend of the game. John Barnes. And myself being of black origin, John Barnes was a big sporting hero for me. So while growing up, John Barnes was my favourite footballer. But later on, it became Steven Gerrard. Let's go. Let me see. Ichiku says, and I got a good kick in there too. Memories, bro. Memories. Vaney Frobber's back in the building. How you doing, Vaney? Hope you're well, my bro. Absolutely stupendous football player, Steven Gerrard. You know this, Vaney, and welcome back to the chat, my bro. I hope you smashed that like button on the way in. How you doing, good sir? Please let us know. Thomas says, mine has to be Maradona. Fair enough, my bro. Fair enough. Imagine, I saw Maradona live, scored a wonder goal against England, and then I saw him score a cheating goal versus England when he knocked us out of the quarterfinals of the 1986 World Cup. Imagine in one game, the dirtiest goal in history, but also the best goal in history. Thomas, what a player. He's definitely one of the GOATs of all time. Peter says, John Barnes was the business, 100%. Arthur says, Mr. Slip and Slide, blunder in the Prem. Arthur, do one. Thomas says, because he was fantastic. There you go. Maradona was. John Barnes' goal for England against Brazil, world class. Oh my days. If anyone has not seen it, go check it out. John Barnes, 1984, in the Maracana in Brazil. He went past the whole Brazilian team on his own. And the mad thing is, I was very young at the time, so I didn't really see it live, but I saw it on TV. Imagine, people in England didn't even get to see it because there was no such thing as YouTube and all that sort of stuff. Absolutely crazy. Somebody needs to go watch that goal and you will understand why John Barnes was basically a black Brazilian playing for England. What an absolute hero. Arthur says, Devaney Frobert is a crazy name. It's not crazy, it's wild. Big John says, John Barnes is a legend. Good player. Ian Rush, good player too. 100%. Peter says, 1984. Exactly, my man. I nailed it already because I knew. The Maracana in Brazil, 1984. All right, keep the chat going, everyone. Just need to find this. This game, but we shall make that happen for sure. HQ says, my favourite black player was Big Cyril Regis of West Bromwich Albion. What a guy he was, my bro. What a player. Big, strong, powerful, fast. Excellent player. Thomas says, I might stay up. I might not. I hear that, my bro. Do what you can, but don't mess up your day tomorrow. You know, it's all good. You can stay as long as you like, Thomas. All good, all good. Is anyone actually watching the game? And what are they watching it on? Or are you just on the watch along with me? Please let me know. Saying that, the way my things are going at the moment, I might not even be watching the game myself. But who knows? I'm sure I can get it done. Let's go. Where is it? League, Liverpool. Football friendlies. Nope. I'm on the watch along with you. Nice one, my brother. All good. People, like I said, keep the chat flowing. I'll happily read out every message that I see, as long as I don't miss it. But yes, need to find this game. Surely I will find it. Let's go. How annoying. It's the Liverpool game. How difficult can it be to find? Live rugby, NHL, live golf. That was UK. Jessica says, I'm going to bed now, so bye, veteran. Thank you, Jessica. No worries. Take care. Have a nice evening. Well, have a good sleep and see you next time. Look after yourself. Have a great day tomorrow. What is going on here? The struggle. Arthur says, we won at Anfield. When's the last time you won at Anfield, Arthur? When was it? We've already had this discussion, Arthur. Arsenal do not come to Liverpool and win. Remember that. Remember that. Boom. Got the game up. Good to go. Big John says, Ozzy Ardiles was a good player for Tottenham. He was a special player. A very magical man with the ball at his feet. Could he make it in today's game? Probably not. But saying that, people do these kind of contrasts, don't they? Where they say player X wouldn't make it in today's age. But the fact is the matter, a player back then would have the option of having all of the facilities, the treatment, the strengthening, the conditioning, the dietary system and all that sort of stuff, the healing and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, he was a wizard with the ball at his feet. But yes. Arthur says, that was meant to say, we won the league at Anfield. Yes, they did. They did. And they won at the Lane twice. Fair enough. Arsenal definitely have the best history of going to their rivals. They've won it at Man United. They've won it at Tottenham twice, like you say. And they won it at Anfield. Oh, that was painful. That sent me into tears as a little kid. I cannot lie. One of the few times I cried as a kid. But I had to hold it in. Let the eyes well up. But yeah, tough times that was. Tough times. Right. So I will leave the starting lineups on the screen one more time. Right. So I will leave countdown to the game, which is on in 5 minutes. On the screen one more time. Right. So we are nearly there. We'll countdown to the game, which is on. Anybody want to throw something else in the chat? We are nearly there. We'll countdown to how you're getting on, my bro. Anybody want to throw something else in the chat? We are nearly there. DA countdown to how you're getting on, my bro. Anybody want to throw something else in the chat? We are nearly there. DA countdown to how you're getting on, my bro. Anybody want to throw something else in the chat? We are nearly there. DA countdown to how you're getting on, my bro. Anybody want to throw something else in the chat? We are nearly there. DA countdown to how you're Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Hello, hello. Testing, testing. I think it's all right now. Let's have a look. That was a bit weird. Let's get back to... Hello, back again. How is the volume now? Is it working okay? That's... Do you know something? I thought it was like feedback from the football, but I thought I actually heard it. No, I'm not on mute, Arthur. Don't try it. You absolute clown. Yeah, I actually went back and listened to it, and that actually sounded so weird. Like, yeah, Rob, you said that was hilarious. Yeah, that was weird as anything. So yeah, how long was that going on for? Please let me know. So apologies about that. Obviously, I can't hear what's going on myself. But yeah, cheers for that, Big John. I wasn't even going to pay attention. You said, Ali, something's wrong with the sound. I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, very strange. Sorry about that, Thomas. Very weird. Ichiku says, I thought my hearing aid was having a wobbly. Wow. I think my computer was having a wobbly. So yeah, very strange. Sorry about that, people. Thomas says, for ages, how long was that going on for? Please let me know. Obviously, if that ever happens again, please tell me what. As long as it's not Arthur telling me, because I don't know if I can trust him. Arthur then says, I thought I was being hacked. My bad. Wow, that was very strange. Apologies. First time I've had a technical hiccup on the channel. So hopefully it's not something that's going to happen too many times. But I guess with technology, anything can happen, guys. It is what it is. Get Rob said, sounded like I walked into a pub. Do you know something? Yes, a good point. I just heard a little of it back and it was so weird. That was actually very weird. I don't know what that was all about, but who knows? Arthur says, I was about to say, he wouldn't believe me. Well, Arthur, you are definitely the boy that cried wolf. Who would believe you? Nobody. But all good, all good. But yes, what's everyone thinking about their team's next game? Obviously, Thomas, you're talking about Chelsea and Spurs yesterday, coming up on Saturday, so that's a very excitable game. What's everyone thinking about Girona Arsenal on Saturday, or Manchester United versus Atletico on Saturday? What's everyone's thoughts about that? Please let me know. Thomas says, my mum is asleep. Well, hopefully the sounds that were coming out of my computer and probably yours or your phone, Thomas, whatever you're on, did not disturb her, because that was a very strange sound. Apologies, my friend. Please let me know what you think of the friendlies coming up. I think that the Liverpool game might be slightly delayed, guys. I think they've got weather issues there. Just waiting to see what they're actually going to say. Hopefully it's just going to go ahead as normal. No, that's good to hear, Thomas. Good to hear. Yeah, this game has definitely been delayed a little bit because it should have been... this game is... it definitely should have been off. Oh, but the players are coming out now, so that's good. Right, Ichiku says, my wife's snoring drowned out the technical noise. I hear that, my bro. Arthur says, I'm not staying up past 1 o'clock. Fair enough, Arthur. Thomas says, where is your son, Ade? Which one, my bro? Which one? I've got 3 sons. Now, my oldest one should be at home now sleeping. He's got work in the morning. My middle son is doing a night shift. He's over in the Waterloo area of London, working away. And my youngest son is on the bedroom, probably on Snapchat, chatting to some girl or something like that. So there you go, Thomas. That's what's going on with my boys. What's everyone's plans for tomorrow? People up to anything exciting, anything interesting, please feel free to share. And what do we think of the friendlies over the weekend? Arsenal versus Girona, Man United versus Atletico Madrid. Please let me know. Are you at home? I certainly am, my bro. I am at home right now, live streaming the game, you know. Looks like the game is upon us. Yankee Stadium. Ichiku, he's in Windsor Castle. Sadly, I'm not. Ichiku says, my son is 32 and my daughter from a previous marriage is 53. Wow. You done well, my man. You done well. It's all good. I hope they're happy and healthy, my bro. Thomas says, can you show me your son? They never want to come on the camera. But Thomas, if you go into my YouTube video, on my YouTube channel, if you look at one of the shorts, actually, I'll put it in the chat. You'll be able to see my middle son. It's quite a funny moment. He never likes to be on the stream. Yeah, he's quite shy about those things. But he kind of gate crashed my stream yesterday. I'll show you Thomas. One sec. There you go, Thomas. Have a look at that. That was my son on the live stream yesterday. So he crashed out at the end. Here, you'll see him at the end. It's quite a little funny moment. He didn't mean to disturb the stream, but he ended up doing it. But that's my middle son on that one. You can even see their pictures over there, actually. That's them when they were younger, Thomas. On the side there. My 2 younger sons, that's them. Big John says he's going camping at weekend in Forest with some beers, but I'll be watching the results. Nice one, John. Sounds like a lovely weekend, my man. The weather's going to be good, and hopefully you enjoy your weekend, my brother. Lovely to hear it. Yes, Thomas, of the Villa game. Yes, right at the end it was. Cameron in the chat. What's happening, Cam? Hello, everyone. It's a late one. 100% it is, my bro. But we're here. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you're good, my bro. Arthur says, hello, Cameron. That's what we like to see. Love in the chat. Oh, Thomas says, yes, you saw. Oh, you saw the... Okay, there you go. There you go, my man. My boys, they do exist. 100%. Get Rob said, I'm watching your stream in the corner of a Rocket League game. Fair enough, Get Rob. And may you do well. What league do you play in? I think my son, when he was playing last at Rocket League, he played quite a bit. He was at Diamond League, so I don't know if that's... I mean, obviously, that's quite decent. Get Rob says, how to watch it. What's that, the Liverpool game? Well, I've got the old Fire Stick from the old Amazon. But in terms of if you've got a, what's it called? Rob, if you've got an Android phone, I don't know if you do, I'll quickly show it. If you've got an Android phone, if you get that app, you can usually watch most games on there. So have a quick look at that. Get Rob said, I was playing casual, lost 4-0. Damn. Arthur says, I'm in gold plat, haven't been on in a month. I hear you, Arthur. Right, and they're doing the countdown. Right, let's start the timer. The game is kicking off. Let's go. Same Arthur, but not for a month. I hear that, Rob. Right, Liverpool have kicked off wearing their white away kit, the new kit. Wrexham look sharp all over them. What a weird camera angle. Obviously, everyone, feel free to keep the messages coming in the chat. Thomas says, Liverpool with the goals. Let's go. It's such a flat angle. So this game is taking place in New York Stadium, in the Yankee Stadium, the world famous New York Yankees. Apparently, the world's most famous team, America will have you know. Arthur says, Liverpool. Arthur, stop jumping on these boys. So let's see how they get on. Is everybody watching their club's friendlies over the weekend? Arthur, are you watching Arsenal? Arthur, are you watching Arsenal Girona? Is anyone watching a Man United game? Obviously, Thomas is watching the Chelsea Spurs game. Get Rob says, I saw a Yankees game. Was that on TV, my man? Or did you go and see one live? Let me know. Wrexham is a poo team, Thomas says. Big John says their football is rugby with pads. Exactly. They got the cheek to call it football, and most of the time they're holding it with their hands. What a strange country. Right, Liverpool hunting down the ball. Wrexham have taken control of the game early on, to be fair. Ball goes back. Kirkes with the ball. Back to Mamardashvili. Ndukwe with the ball now. Luke Chambers playing in defence with Ndukwe. Looking for big things from Trey Neone. Arthur says, won't watch any pre-season unless it's my local. Fair enough, Arthur. You're not even going to watch Arsenal Girona, Arthur. Thomas says, did you see all the World Cup? Yes, I watched all of it. I did live streams and everything, Thomas. It's a shame you wasn't around. Right, Wrexham are bursting into the box here, but closed down by Ndukwe and Kirkes. Kirkes is on one. Soberslai now on the ball. Lovely ball into midfield. Liverpool breaking clear. Oh, ball into the box. Liverpool, are they going to take the lead? Oh, should have been 1-0. Should have been 1-0 Liverpool there. Josh Arbe with loads of pace bursting into the box. Didn't get shot away. Should have been 1-0. Great pass from Soberslai. Rob says, I went to New York, went to the MetLife Stadium for American Football Friendly and Yankee Stadium for Yankees versus Blue Jays or something. Fair enough, my bro. Hopefully you enjoyed. Nope, not here for that. It's fake. What's that offer? Oh, the Girona Arsenal? Verts missed. Verts is not even playing. Josh Arbe should have definitely scored for Liverpool there. Thomas says, because I was busy going to the pub for the England games. Fair enough, Thomas, fair enough. I'm sure you had a great time there, my man. Great atmospheres watching England. Unfortunately, I would like Thomas Tuchel sacked for that disgraceful second half against Argentina, where he failed the country. Right, Callum Scanlon puts one into the box. Decent start from Liverpool now. So it's Josh Arbe playing off the left-hand side and Callum Scanlon playing off the right wing. Interesting, seeing as he's a fullback by trade. Harvey Elliott played a lovely ball in, played in Josh Arbe, who should score. Why didn't he shoot? Are you watching Birmingham City versus Barca? Didn't even know that was a thing. What day is that on, Rob? Let me know. Maybe I'll cover it. It depends, because a lot of the friendlies are on at the same time, guys. So there's only so much you can. There's only so much you can watch. Thomas says, but we got robbed by Argentina, who are cheaters. Well, the thing is, though, Thomas, I think we cheated ourselves. I think the manager cheated us by making too many substitutions that were negative. I was not happy with Thomas Tuchel, and I would like him replaced, to be honest. Just my opinion, though, my bro. So decent start from Wrexham, decent start from Liverpool. Right, good chance now. Lewis Kumas with a shot, flashes it wide. Lewis Kumas looking like a dangerous player. Very exciting. Thomas says, hopefully we get Pep Guardiola. Exactly. I'd love that. Why not? He didn't take the Italian job. So he wasn't trying to be Michael Caine, and he didn't want the Italian job. So hopefully he could take over. But I doubt if England will approach him. It's all gone a bit quiet, to be honest. There's been no real review of England's failure at the World Cup. I think it was failure in the end, to be honest. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Sarah says, raw. What's that, Sarah? Please let us know. Rob says, about later in the technical difficulties, I was sat in my bed because I heard my dad coming, but I still had AirPod in. But it was hilarious when there was that odd feedback. I had to try not to laugh. I hear that, Rob. Sorry, my bro. Sarah, how are you doing? Please let the chat know. Hope you are well. Right, Scanlon, checking back and forth. He's got great pace, this Scanlon. He's a left footer, playing on the right-hand side. Arthur says, Platinum 2 in Rocket League. Fair enough, Arthur. Callum Scanlon, ball into the box. Cleared for a Liverpool corner. Sarah, how are you? Let us know. And please, everyone, don't forget to hit the like button. Sarah says, you know. I know. What do I know, Sarah? Please let me know. Was that about my Thomas Tuchel thing? Please let me know. Sarah, would love to hear it. Ichiku says, will you be watching the Super Cup PSG versus Villa game on the 11th of August? Most definitely, my bro. 100%. I'm going to see what else is on the 11th as well. But I did pencil that one in. I definitely want to watch that one. Yeah, definitely Ichiku. Going to do the Villa game on here, 100%. Rob says, you were asking me something about the Anfield game I went to, but I can't remember what. Oh, what, myself, was I? Oh, I was probably saying, oh, that's it. Rob, I was saying, do you, because obviously I know you're from Southampton, or around that way, from Hampshire, and you support Southampton, but do you also follow all of the local teams, you know, like Poole, Bournemouth, Dorset? I know they're not local, but they're in and around the coastline. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, just basically do you show support to the other South Coast teams, basically, Bournemouth, etc. I used to take family holidays in Swanage. Right, Callum Scanlon into the box here. Oh, what's he done there? Nothing. Kumas, good feet, in the box, lays it off. Liverpool very dominant. Sobersley, offside. Sarah says, Arthur play I used to be. So Sarah used to play Rocket League? Sarah, I don't even know. Who do you support, Sarah? Let us know who is your football club. Lovely to have you in the chat once more. Arthur says Super Cup is a friendly. It is what it is, but no, definitely going to be doing that game. I think Ichiku, I think it's on the 12th, my bro. Oh, Sarah, you're a Liverpool fan. Ah, that's what we love to see. Sarah, who's your favourite Liverpool player? And how long have you been supporting the team? And Sarah, hopefully you have smashed the like button and subscribe to the channel to support your boy, a fellow Red. Sarah, lovely to have you back. Ichiku says, this old guy is going to make his cup of cocoa and go to bed now. Good night, guys. Ichiku, I'll see you soon, my bro. And I'll definitely catch you for the PSG Villa game in a couple of weeks' time. But hopefully I'll see you before then, my man. Say hello anytime, brother. Enjoy that cocoa and get a good night's rest, my fellow veteran. Arthur says, I like asking a Liverpool fan if they like Everton because it's nearby. You joker. Man like St. Pat's. Premiership starts 23rd of August. Transfer window shuts 1st of September. I believe LFC will do smart business before it closes. Hopefully not blow the 250 million Ade is itching to spend. St. Pat's, get off my back, you miser. We've got to spend the money, my bro. But no, I'm only messing, my bro. How you doing, St. Pat's? Hope you well, my bro. Looks like the Bradley Barcola news is moving closer. Sarah, we're going to get Bradley Barcola at Liverpool. Let's go. It might cost us £120 million, but it is what it is. But St. Pat's, how you doing, my bro? Let us know. Arthur says, 10 subs from 250. Let's go. The channel's moving in an amazing direction. And it's all thanks to everyone in the chat. Honestly, people turn up for the face of the channel. And what a face it is. Only joking. But at the end of the day, without people in the chat talking, it really means nothing. So, it's 100%. Sarah says they want 150 million. Well, they're not getting it, Sarah. They are not. They'll probably get about 110, maybe 120 million pounds at best. But what can we do? We're in the boat we're in, Sarah. 170 million. Chelsea played Villa for Morgan Rogers. Elliot Anderson, 116. What can we do? Bradley Barcola, top-class winger, gets goals, makes assists, can play both sides. We're going to have to pay the money. Rob says, well, I went to Cumbria for family and on our final day, my cousins decided they wanted to go to Liverpool game and asked if I wanted to go. Of course I did, but we had to go in the away end. Ooh, I hear that, my man. I hear that. Thomas says, good signing. It will be a good signing. Arthur says, should be a gunner. Unfortunately, that's not happening. Hopefully. Rob says, because we bought the tickets about 10 hours before going and those were the only ones left. It was great, but it was hard not to celebrate with those 2 late goals. I hear that, Rob. I hear that. That's the thing, isn't it? You got to watch your head at football. Morrison is underrated. Sorry, you're right. You're right. He's on the bench today, but hopefully we'll get on today. But what do you think of Lewis Kumas? He's been very good so far in this game and in the previous game as well, Sarah. I've enjoyed watching the young boys. Trey Naoni can have a big season for Liverpool this season. So, Pat, how you doing, my bro? Are you enjoying the game so far? And yes, apologies if I forgot who everyone supports at certain points. Sarah, I won't forget that you are a Liverpool fan. And where are you from, Sarah, if you don't mind me asking? Are you from Liverpool, London, you all over? Let me know. Oh, dangerous ball in the box there. Oh, my days. They really should have scored there, Wrexham. They really should have scored. Ball breaks into the box. Ndukwe and Luke Chambers, Ndukwe and Kirkes mess it up. And the 22 for Wrexham, Smith. The 28 should have scored. Really should have scored. Right, corner coming in. Steve MOT, welcome to the chat. I will come back to the other messages. Give me a second. Ball into the box. Cleared by Soboslai. Big header. Steve, welcome to the chat. Steve says, do you think Liverpool will be challenging for the title this season? Steve, as it stands, no. Because we haven't done enough business. But obviously it's still a little bit... Well, it's not early days in the transfer market at the moment. But I'm hopeful Liverpool get the signings in. And once they do, I do believe they should be at least be able to mount a title challenge, Steve. Steve, let us know. Where are you from, my bro? And who do you support? Please let me know if you are a fellow Red. It would be great to hear. But anyone's welcome in the channel. Non-toxic vibes. Friendly atmosphere. We've got Liverpool fans in the chat. Southampton fans in the chat. We've got Burnley fans in the chat. We've got... We've got Arsenal fans in the chat. We've got Villa fans in the chat. So, Steve, everyone is welcome, my bro. Arthur says, Ade probably mains Ken at Street Fighter 6. Yes, I do. Clever guy. But M. Bison is my main guy. Remember that. Rob says, it was brilliant just to breathe it in, though, especially as the atmosphere was brilliant. The first game after the devastating Jota incident. Rob, 100%, my bro. You're a true football fan. 100%. Steve says, I support Leeds and I'm from Leeds. So you think Leeds will stop up this year? I think so, Steve. The way we got to see it is this. You've got Harry Wilson in, a former Red, great player. Daniel Farke's sticking around when it looked like, he was going to get sacked at the end of last season. But he's levelled Leeds out. And ultimately, what it boils down to, Steve, is are the teams coming up better than Leeds? Hull, no. Coventry, no. So do you know what I mean? And obviously the other one as well, Ipswich. Leeds are stronger than all of them. So even if Leeds finish 17th, they're going to be better than the other three. But I think Leeds will do a bit better than that. And obviously if DCL, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, stays fit, you've got a chance, mate. To be honest with you, Leeds, the size of the club, they should be thinking about pushing for 10th, 12th and then climbing and getting back to where they probably rightly should be. But Steve, welcome to the channel, my bro. Hopefully you like the vibe here. Consider liking the stream and subscribing to the channel. Right, who else is in? Another person, Mikta Adheen from Trinidad. My Trinidadian brother. How you doing, my guy? Hopefully you're well. Let us know who you support. As Dominic Sobersley misreads the pass and gives the ball away. Paul from Sobersley. Thomas says, and Chelsea fans in the chat. Sorry, Thomas. Chelsea fan as well in the chat. Fakar is a great boss. Daniel Farke, he's decent. Underrated. He gets ridiculed with a German accent, but he's a good manager. Liverpool win, lose or draw is war. Rah, Mikta, is that how it is, yeah? I hear you, my bro. Rob says, got the game up now. Glad to hear that, my bro. Glad to hear that. Arthur says, I know who Ade means because of his bio. There you go, my man. This guy's on my case. Mikta, so you're a Liverpool fan. How long have you been watching the team, my bro? How accurate is the timer? It's bang on, mate. It's bang on. But yeah, Steve's Leeds are interested in Harvey Elliott. Do you think Liverpool will sell? I think they're open to it. I mean, to be honest with you, Steve, Liverpool in a bit of trouble with numbers. So they're kind of struggling to let people go. If they get the right bodies in, they'll probably allow Elliott to leave. If not, they're going to have to keep him for sure. But yeah, he's a fantastic young player. The only thing he's lacking is a bit of pace. But you've got Dan James for that. So, you've got pace enough in your team as it is. Goodmanson's a good left back. Some decent players at Leeds. And obviously, if you get Trafford in as well, mate, you'll stay up. Decent keeper. But yeah, all good. Fire it back at you, my bro. What do you think of Elliott? It's not just about my opinion. Obviously, feel free to throw yours in. Let's see if I missed anything. Farke is a top 5 Prem boss. Fair enough, Arthur. Thomas says, Liverpool will win this game. Let's hope so. Sir Pat says, mate, got my eye on Trey Neone. I think this boy could be special. 100%, Sir Pats. This guy could save us big dough. I would actually move on McAllister, raising some funds, bring in another midfielder, Manu Kone. That's who I want at Liverpool, chat. And I would let Neone have his head. But I hear you, Sir Pats. 100%. Top player, this guy. He could definitely be. And I've got my eye on him as well. Mikta Ad-Din says 25. I hear that, my bro. 25, I hear that. Or 25 years, sorry, you've been following the Reds. Love to hear it, my bro. Have you been to the UK, Mikta? Let me know, my G. But lovely to meet you, my brother. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the vibes on my channel. Everyone is welcome. Thomas says, are you going to do any Premier League games? Of course, my bro. I'm going to do every Liverpool live stream that I can and also a lot of the big games. Any interesting games, I don't just want to do always only Man U, Arsenal. If there's some different kind of games, like say an interesting clash like a Leeds Newcastle or something tasty like that, I'll be all over it on the channel, Thomas. I think Elliott will be good for Leeds. He's a good young player and I expect around 20 million would get him. See, that's annoying because last year we should have got 35, maybe 40 million for him. I still think Liverpool try and eke out 25 with a sell-on clause, I reckon. But yeah, if you can get him, take him. He's a good player. 25 years, Gerrard, my player, bro. 100%. My favourite player. If he was in the chat earlier, you'll be hearing me gassing up Stevie G. The guy's a once-in-a-generation player. Arthur, good night, my brother. Look after yourself. Arthur, the Arsenal fan, good night. Mikta. Man like Steven Gerrard, he's got the bag on his shoulder. He opens it, says, get in, I'll carry you to glory. Can shoot from any angle, had pace, strength, leadership, corners, free kicks, penalties. Leads you back, the comeback king. The only man that's got an FA Cup final named after him, Stevie G. He's basically Roy of the Rovers. Now, obviously, you're from Trinidad. I don't know if you know what Roy of the Rovers is, but it's like a famous comic strip in England where one man carries the team to glory. And who better than that is Steven Gerrard, the real life embodiment of Roy of the Rovers. What can I say? Steve says Leeds and Liverpool games last season were brilliant. They're always good. Leeds and Liverpool always have crackers. And obviously, Steve, I know where you're going with this. Liverpool 3, Leeds 4 at Ellen Road. Mark Viduka slapped us up. If you know, you know. Steve, I don't know how old you are, but if you remember that one, you know. Right, Wrexham with the ball in the box now. Thomas says, I'll be watching the Chelsea game of the first Premier League season. Who have you got in the first game, Thomas? I don't know. Good night, Arthur, he says. Harvey Elliott now on the ball. Lays it over. Trey Naoni sprays it wide. Luke Chambers playing centre-back. Liverpool have a lot of... yes, I was at the game. Absolutely brilliant. I hear that, Steve. Couldn't believe it. Liverpool was in lead. I can't remember who took the lead, Steve. I can't remember who took the lead, Steve. Let me know, Steve. I think it was Leeds went 1-0 up. Liverpool equalised. Liverpool went 2-1 up. Then it was 2-2. Then 3-2 Liverpool. 3-3 Leeds. And then 4-3 Leeds. I recall. Let me know if I'm correct. Thomas says, Fulham we have got. Wow. So you've got the West London Derby, Thomas. First game. That's a cracker. But Mikta, let me know if you've been to England, my bro. Have you ever made the visit to Liverpool? Please let me know, my bro. Hopefully you've done that one time in your life, or we'll get to do that. Mikta, please let me know. Steve says, yes, that's correct. What a memory. I remember it because I was devastated, Steve. I was fuming. Christian Ziege scored. A lot of people don't remember Christian Ziege, German left-back. What an absolute legendary player he was. Not so great at Liverpool, but he was brilliant for Bayern Munich. And was a great German international. Dukwe with the header there, clears. Playing at the back, Harvey Elliott. Trey Naoni with Trust going with a tackle there. Wrexham get a shot away, Mamardashvili flash it, and it flashes wide. Mikta Adheen says, my dream is to be at Anfield at least once in my lifetime. It's heaven on earth. Hopefully you get there, my brother. You supported Liverpool for 25 years, so I'm assuming that you're in and around maybe your mid-30s. My brother, may you come here one day and experience that, my G. Hopefully. I'm lucky. I've been to Anfield many times. I've got a video on my channel of my first trip to Anfield. Check it out. That was in 2001. There's the ticket. I did a video on it. It's on my channel. It's a really good story. And yeah, I've been lucky enough to be to Liverpool many times in my life. Fantastic city, fantastic people. And been to the stadium many times. Wonderful. Steve says, I also remember Rush and Fowler playing for Leeds. They did. Obviously, at the end of their careers, especially Ian Rush was right at the tail end of his career. But Fowler was there as well. We sold him to you. He didn't even want to go, to be fair. He was devastated. Sarah says, Raw. Is that because of my little ticket there, Sarah? Let me know. Thomas says, and Liverpool got Newcastle United. They have got, and I'll be watching that game also, as will I, on my channel. Grimplay says, hi all, Wrexham fan here, 55 years following him, born and bred there. Dalglish, Rush, Joey Jones and Mickey T are all my all-time fave players. Nice stream, by the way. Nice one. Thanks having you in, Grim. You know, and good luck with Wrexham. Hopefully you're enjoying the story, the Ryan Reynolds story. Deadpool, your new owner for the last few years. Hopefully he takes you to the promised land. But Grim, lovely to have you into the chat. Please let me know what you think of the channel other than, you know, obviously the environment. And if you fancy staying, feel free to drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel, my bro. You'll always be welcome. Maybe I'll be covering some Wrexham games during this evening. Sarah says, put the match on. Unfortunately, I can't because my channel will get taken down. We can't show football because it's copyright law, I'm afraid. But Sarah, do you have an Android phone, Sarah? Let me know. Grimplay says, done. Thank you, my brother. Steve says, he was, but he scored some great goals for Leeds. I hear that, my bro. He was. He did score some great goals for Leeds. No. Oh, sorry, Sarah. I was going to say, because if anybody has this Android phone, you could use this app. Or if you have, you can use, actually, you could also try this, Sarah. Give me a second. Let me put my face back on. Right, let me get... Right, give me a second, Sarah. Let me try and find something for you. All right, 1 second, Sarah. I have something for you. Just give me 2 secs. All right, Liverpool with the ball now. Over to Szoboszlai. Right, I will read those in a second. I was just finding this for Sarah. Right, I don't know if it'll work today, Sarah, but if you look at the pinned message that I just put in the chat, This is an app you can use, Sarah, on PC. Or if you PC or you got your mobile phone, not an Apple though. You can use this from the Play Store, install it on a PC, and it will let you watch games for free. I think the Liverpool game might be on it, I'm not sure, but you'd have to double check. But that's what I use if my other system isn't working. Right, let me read the messages. Big John says, Ade, what do you think about FIFA and what's going on regarding selling the... Ooh, good effort there. Good save by Mamlashvili. No PC, iPhone. Sorry, Sarah, I don't know anything on iPhone. I'm afraid, my dear. Sorry about that. Sorry, let me go back through the messages. Thomas says, Liverpool all the way. Ade, I like you as my best friend. No worries, Thomas. Glad to have you as a friend, my bro. All good, all good. Steve says, I've subscribed to your channel. It's a really good chat with you. P.S. Even if you do support Liverpool. Thank you, Steve, my bro. At the end of the day, it's not about enemies and all that. Obviously, Leeds get a rough old stick, as you know. But at the end of the day, there's good people everywhere. And I take no pleasure, Steve, in other teams' demise. At the end of the day, we're all football fans. I'm not here to kick other teams. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind if Man United lose, Steve. Just like you don't. War of the Roses and all that. But ultimately, it's all about getting along, enjoying the footy together. Nice one, my bro. Sorry, Sarah. Big John, sorry, mate. I missed that, mate. You said, Ali, what do you think about FIFA? What's going on? I haven't read up on it, my man. Something, I don't know what they're selling. What is it? Something about Infantino wants to sell the rights to the World Cup or something? I haven't read it, my bro. You can explain to me, though. Please let me know. Right, Trey Naoni bursting from midfield. Picks up the ball. Slots one into midfield. Tries a quick 1-2 Szoboszlai, but they mess it up. Wrexham on the break now. Haven't really been able to focus that much on the game, sadly. Too busy with the chat. No PC, iPhone. I know, Sarah. What can I say? Thomas says you might go to bed. No worries. No worries. At half time. I hear that, Thomas. No problem, my bro. Thank you for staying with us so far. Right, Szoboszlai with a back heel. Back to Trey Naoni. He's coming at the back, joining the central defensive area. Sarah, what I would do for you, my dear, give me some time. By the time we have the next stream, I'll find something that you can watch the game on, even on iPhone, but I won't be able to do it today. But I will look out for you, Sarah. I will try and find you something. It's all right, Thomas. She's probably a bit frustrated, but it is what it is. Sadly, it is what it is. Big John says, yes, Ade, FIFA wants to sell off the World Cup. Pretty sad, I think. Wow. That is sad. Honestly, it's like these lot would sell their grandmother if they could raise you know what I mean? A couple of quid from it. It's disgusting, really, isn't it? That's why it's called the world's game. There's nothing to sell. It's the world's game. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely criminal. Sarah says, no PC, iPhone. Say hello to iPhone. I will try for you, Sarah. But I won't be able to do anything today, Sarah. But I'll try my best in the future. Grimplay says, apparently he's trying to get billions for FIFA from the business sector and will give them all of the seats, or at least a large amount. Also, when he leaves, he's said to be getting a chairman's role. Grim. It's disgusting. It really is disgusting. This guy should be evicted from the post. But to be honest with you, sometimes it's better the devil you know, guys, because, to get rid of Infantino, it'd just be some other ex-politician or ex-top-ranking businessman that takes over. Because that's all they do. They find a corporate person, a corporate shill that's going to do their bidding to make money. It's just annoying. Right, Wrexham bursting forward now. On the right wing. Good step overs there. Good defending. Marmadashvili claims. Decent from the number 47 from Wrexham, who is but Longman. Decent play there. Thomas says, I might go to bed at half time and tell me who. What's that, my bro? Longman's been awesome for us since we bought him. A really good winger. Fair enough, Grim. I haven't seen him before. To be honest with you, my bro, I don't get to watch much Championship because obviously it's about time. But I will definitely be keeping my eye on it. Maybe I'll cover certain games on the channel. Maybe something tasty. Wrexham versus West Ham. I think that would be a big game. Obviously, West Ham are going to be the big scalp in the Championship this season. Bit like Wrexham as well, because a lot of people are unhappy with your club with all the money from the rich Canadian stroke actors that own the club now. But yeah, maybe I'll do some games. Steve says Wrexham have been already beaten Man United and Leeds this pre-season. They have. Obviously, like I said, as a caveat, the Championship clubs are a week ahead in fitness, so that does give them a bit of an advantage. But let's see how they get on once Liverpool bring on a few players in the second half. I'm a bit disappointed that V.A.S is not going to be on the game today, and nor is Isak, not even on the bench. So disappointing. Sarah says, no iPhone, please. Me need to watch. Sarah. What can I do? Yeah, I hear that, Sarah. Unfortunately, I'll have a look at halftime. Let's see what we can find. Let me have a look at halftime, Sarah. Just have some patience, yeah? I'll do my best for you. Let me know how old you are, Sarah. Let me know. Thomas says, tell me who wins on Saturday. I will do, my bro. Or you're saying regarding the Liverpool game, or letting you know who I think out of Chelsea and Tottenham? Ooh, interesting. I think Chelsea are going to beat Tottenham in that pre-season friendly, in my opinion. The score, I'm not sure. I'll let you know on Saturday. Sarah says yippee. Yep. LFC beat Newcastle United FC. Let's hope so, Sarah. Right, and Duckquay played a dangerous ball out of midfield. Liverpool ropey at the back. Ooh, Ollie Rathbone there. Now, Soboslai charging out of midfield. Oh, he bursted clear through them. Absolute wild pace. Oh, he should have put someone in there. That was a great chance. Yeah, okay, no problem, no problem. Sarah says, Rio back at it. Let's hope so, Sarah. And Rio can come in the second half there. Soboslai with a great run. He tore through the Wrexham defence, Wrexham midfield. And he should have put in Josh Arbe there. Big John says, Chelsea beat Tottenham, I think. Yeah, I think so, Big John. It's going to be a cracking game. 10:45 Saturday morning. Be here for the live watch-along. Grim, what do you reckon about your team Wrexham in a championship this season? Do you think you can go up automatically, or maybe a playoff? And have you spent a lot of money? Is the money keep coming in to Wrexham? Let us know. Hopefully we hear from Deng at half time. Steve, are you keeping your beady eye on this game? Because obviously Leeds is playing Liverpool next. Steve, is that what your visit is all about? Please let me know, Steve. Top man. Sarah says, Christ, Chris MD. What about him, Sarah? You like Chris MD? Chris MD actually thinks he's a footballer. He's having a laugh. Sarah says, Big John. Thomas says, I think 4-3 to Chelsea on Saturday. Wow. I probably wouldn't go that far because I think they'll put out two strong teams and they would defend better. Right now, I see the lineups, Thomas, and when we're there on Saturday morning, I'll give you my opinion. But if anything, I think it'd be something like a 2-1 or 3-2 Chelsea. But let's see. Let's see on the day, my man. I'll have a look at the two teams. But we can discuss it together on Saturday morning. Right, great ball into the box there. Josh Arbe running into it. Very pacey, this youngster. Only 16. Thomas says, okay. What's all those emojis about, Sarah? Wrexham have looked pretty decent, to be fair. All right, ball now. Wrexham play one across the box, but it's cut back and comes outside. Offside. Kirat Singh. When is Spicy Link dropping? Kirat, you joker. Kirat, let me know. Are you on Android phone? If you are, there's an app that you can use. I'm going to try and find something, though, for Sarah at halftime. Grim plays, yes. Grim Play says, we only just signed our first player today, Danny Imre from Palace. Not sure how good he is. He didn't play in their first team. Nope, never heard of him. Well, we got to 6, just missing out to the Spygate Southampton. Neck Tingo says, yo, send a WhatsApp chat link. My bro. Neck Tingo, are you on... I'll find a stream that I can get working. But I don't have a WhatsApp chat link, my bro. But there is an app you can use. I'll whack it on the chat. If you're an Android user, you could use this. And if you look at the pinned comment, that's the link to this app. I use this to watch... Well, when I'm not at home and if I'm out and about on a mobile phone, I use this app to watch live games. So feel free to try that one. It always shows a lot of games. Not sure if it's showing this Liverpool game, though. But guys, introduce yourself if you're new to the channel. My name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier. Drop a like on this stream, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy yourself. It's always a good watch along here, friendly people, and a place to make new friends. Yo, bro, we look alike, yeah? Handsome guy, yeah? Let me know. Let me know. Let me have a look. I can see you there in your picture there. Let's have a look. Maybe you do look a bit like me. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Is that my picture there or something? No way. Netingo, you're a joker. I'll have to look at that later on. Send WhatsApp chat link, bro. What's that, my bro? I don't have a WhatsApp chat link. Do you know UH, bro? What's that? You want to play 8-ball pool? I'm bored. You remind me of him. UH, bro? No, I don't know who UH is, my G. Kirat, I'm doing a live stream watch along of a Liverpool game. I can't be playing games right now, my bro. But feel free to chat away in the background. This is the greatest stream I've ever been on. Thank you, my bro. It's pretty decent, to be fair. Don't know about the greatest, but it's pretty good. Matty James there. But he's been shepherded back out. Nice turn there by Callum Scallon. Oh, goes past one. Soboslai. Lays one off to the side. Harvey Elliott, good feet. Liverpool showing the technical ability there. You can see the technical ability of the Liverpool players is a little bit above the Wrexham players, but ultimately the fitness is there from the Wrexham boys. Nectingo says, yo, kind of looks like you walking alone. Well, a little bit, my man. A little bit. But I've got people in the chat. I've got a community, so I'm definitely not alone, my bro. Kira says, do you walk alone at night? Nah, man, I'm trying to sleep at night. But I will be after this game. Thomas says, what do you think of Victor Munoz? I think it's a good signing, a promising young player. You know, he's brought up in the Barcelona academy. Obviously played at Real Madrid B, etc. And yeah, so, you know, it's a good price, £35 million. It's not a bad price, Thomas. He's very fast, very pacey, very direct. So I think he'll surprise a few in the Premier League this season. So yeah, I'm quite excited about him. Let's see what he can do. But of course, we won't see him in any of the pre-season friendlies, not until maybe the last one versus Como. Even though he didn't play in the World Cup, he has to get the holiday because that's just the way it goes. But Kirat, Nectingo, welcome to the channel. Let us know a bit more about yourselves and feel free to like and subscribe. Nectingo, I need to have a look at your picture. Nectingo, that's a mad one. I actually do look like you. That's quite incredible. Fair enough. Kirat Singh says, do you walk alone at night? I try not to, my bro. But how you doing, Kirat? All good? Hopefully you guys can like and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. Right, ball into the box. Header straight at Marmadashvili. Too easy. Grimplay says, Thomas says, and what about Jeremy Jacquet? I think he looks like a very promising young centre-back. You know, very physical, very tall, very pacey. I'm very excited about him. I'm hoping he will be more than an adequate replacement for Konate. But of course, he doesn't have the top level experience, Thomas. But he is a very good player. Big John says, oh, sorry, Grim. I'll never forget Arsene and Jose stopping the interview, turning to the window and listen to everyone sing, You'll Never Walk Alone. Goosebumps. You know this, Grim. You know this. Big John says, do you think that was Harry Kane's last World Cup? It's a good question. I think Harry Kane can go on a bit like Benzema. He's never... Oh, what is he doing? Oh, Luke Chambers pulling off like a nightmare turn. Nearly lost it in the box. Well, he did lose in the box. And that easily could have ended with a Wrexham chance. But I think Harry Kane will be back. Hey, Tristan, how you doing, my bro? Tristan King is back. How you doing, my bro? Feel free to like and subscribe. Oh, I know you subscribed already, but feel free to hit the like button, Tristan. But I hope you're good, Tristan. How you doing, my bro? Please let us know. Thomas says, hi, Tristan. Tristan, top man. How you doing, my bro? But yeah, Harry Kane, I think I think he'll be around for the next one. He might be a backup support striker by then, but he'd still be playing at the top level, you'd imagine. Probably back in the Premier League. What do you think, Big John? Do you think he'll still be around at the next World Cup? Please let me know. Sarah, let me know if you're still there. Right, Liverpool on attack now. Harvey Elliott. Szoboszlai. Elliott back again. Liverpool trying to maintain a bit of possession here. Not happened that many times in the game. Szoboszlai there, looking too sharp and strong. Back to Nioni. Szoboszlai sprays it out wide to the left. To Scanlon. Back to Kirkes. Back with Chambers now. Tristan says, watching the game on midnight in Iceland. Ah, you legend. You legend. Oh, sorry, you're still there? Yep. Thomas says, I'm tired. Tristan is good. Hope you're well, my brother. Scandinavian friend with Liverpool in his family. Tristan, of course. Can't forget you, my bro. Top man. What do you think of the game so far, Tristan? To be fair, I've kind of struggled. I've been very tired today. It's so late. Had a lot of messages in the chat, so I tried to be fair and read out everything. But it takes my attention off of the game. So I'll have to think about this in the future when it comes to the Liverpool games. Because I want to watch them and enjoy them. But it's all good. It's all good. Big John says, I think he will, but subbed off at half-time. I fear that. I hear that. He should have got subbed off in that last game versus Argentina, John. Not because of anything he was doing wrong, but because ultimately we were getting penned back and we needed an outball. And Harry Kane is never going to be an outball because he doesn't have the pace. We should have bought on Rashford, and we definitely should have played somebody that had had a bit of pace to get out because we were penned in. But Tuchel didn't want to make a change. He didn't want to offend Harry Kane for some reason. Just take him off, bro. Do you know what I mean? Thomas says, nice, Tristan. It's all right, but kind of slow at the moment. Yeah, Tristan, 100%. Not the greatest spectacle so far. And Tristan, disappointed that... Harvey Elliott's got the ball now. Broke to Szoboszlai. Played in. Elliott shoots. It's going to get picked up by the keeper. Yeah, Tristan, disappointed that Isak, V.A.S are not available in this game at all. No Gravenberch either. Not even for 10, 20 minutes. So that's disappointing. Thomas says, bye Ade, see you Saturday morning and let me know who will win the Liverpool game. I will do, Thomas. Have a lovely sleep, my friend. Look after yourself. Take care. Look after your Jessica as well. Good night. Right. Anyone keep the chat going? I'm just going to have a little look, see if I can find something for Sarah regarding the game. No worries, Thomas. Take care. Yeah, I agree with you about that. It's disappointing. Yeah, disappointing. But you know what? It is what it is. There's no excuses when we play Leeds in a few days. We need to have those guys back. Isak, V.A.S. I mean, I can understand like Van Dijk and... Gakpo and the other guys coming back late from the World Cup. Yeah, of course, go straight back to the AXA, do your training there. There's no point coming to Australia, to America for one game, Tristan, but it is what it is. Ugh. Tristan says, yeah, they just came like yesterday or day before yesterday. Exactly. So, if they'd have maybe come back, say, a few days before Liverpool was about to kick off, it probably would be worth going over to America to play at least 2 of the games. But, it is what it is. Let them recover, get their rest, get fit again. But yeah, it's a bit of a disappointing kind of squad, really, that went to America for these games. But it is what it is. Tristan, it is what it is. Robbins, I'm back. Was just locked in a Rocket League 1v1. Did you win, Rob? Let us know. Thomas says, good night, everyone. Good night, Thomas, my man. Look after yourself. You won 3 and lost 3. Fair enough, man. It's not bad. Probably going to get some sleep soon, though. No worries, Rob. Good to see you, my bro. Hang around as long as you can. You're welcome for as long or as little as you want. My channel appreciates you, my bro. Sarah says, Thomas, go to sleep now. Trish said, night. Thomas, get Rob. says, I'm not great at 1v1s. I hear that, my bro. Tricky, the old Rocket League 1v1, for what I've seen. Thomas says he plays Rocket League. You two might be able to play each other one day. Sarah, I'm on the case, trying to find you a stream. Proving difficult. Sarah, that is a stream that works. I just tried it, Sarah, on a... Sarah, try that stream. That one works. Maybe if you go to a browser on your iPhone, go to Safari, try that stream. It works. Because I've just tried it. It works on my PC. So there you go. Sarah says, go sleep. Tristan says, yeah, I played Rocket League when it was very early released. Fair enough. Any other gamers in the chat? And anybody else that wants to talk football, feel free to throw your messages in the chat. Grim says, I think West Ham v Wrexham will be interested as both like a counter-attacking style of game. Exactly. Plus they will be a big scalp, West Ham. Everyone will be looking for them. Wrexham is going to be a big scalp, as you know, because obviously a lot of the league are kind of a little bit jealous of the money that's coming to the Wrexham club. But this is the thing though, Grim. What do you think? Because I was saying on the stream yesterday that I was quite surprised that one of the Welsh teams hasn't been able to cement themselves in the league. Now, Swansea, of course, stayed up for a few seasons. They did a bit better than Cardiff overall. But I would have thought Cardiff, being a capital and having the access to more riches and a good stadium, of which I've been to, by the way, where I watched Liverpool destroy them boys 5-2 in 2014. I would have thought that one of the Welsh teams, with all the backing of the country, do you know what I mean? That are obviously going to follow local teams, but obviously get behind one of the bigger teams, whether it's Wrexham, Swansea, and obviously Cardiff, that one of the Welsh teams wouldn't be able to stay in the Premier League. What's your thoughts on it? Thomas says, see you Saturday morning for Chelsea game, but be at Jessica's house. Fair enough, my bro. Look forward to catching up with you both then. Take care, my bro. Sarah, did you see the link I put in the pinned message? Let me know, Sarah, if you saw it. Tristan says, I play big sports games like NBA, FIFA, and WWE, and I play GTA. I hear that, Tristan. I hear that. Remind me, Tristan, how old are you again? Was you around 30, I think? Let me know, my bro. I'm going to be playing GTA 6 when it comes out. I used to play a lot of FIFA. I don't play it anymore. I play Street Fighter 6 these days, which I play at an advanced level. Sure you can. But yeah, Grim, let me know your thoughts on my question. Oh, you're 25. Ah, youngster. Plenty of life in you, my bro. Big John, what's the reason for the getaway, my man? Is it something you like to do? You know, with your trip away at the weekend? Let me know, my bro. Is it just a change of scenery? Get away from the hustle and bustle? Let me know, Big John. Lucky man. These are the kind of things I like to do for myself. Take myself away. Rob says, I want to play CS Counter-Strike 2, but I don't want to waste hours of download because it might not let me play it. Does it ask for ID or something? I don't know, my man. I mean, I've seen... the thing is, though... sorry, 1 second, Sarah. Yeah, I've never played Counter-Strike 2. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to play it, though. Sorry, it definitely works. Oh, does the browser block it? It's one of those things. It's a little bit of a... Let's have a look. Ugh. Sarah, my bad. Yeah, it's kind of gone down. It was working, but it's gone down. Sarah, I can't find anything. But my son has an iPhone. But if you join me back again on the next live stream, I'll try and find a good app that will let you watch the football games on iPhone. I will try. Grim says, I think they could. The thing that people most don't know about our club is that the manager's given free reign of everything. He makes almost all decisions and is backed by the owners. Is that because he doesn't know that those owners don't know enough about football, or they're kind of learning on the job? Let me know, Grim. Sarah says, oh, with the tears. Let's have a... Give me a sec, Sarah. I feel bad. Let me have a look. Grim says, hence the back-to-back-to-back promotions. Yeah, fair enough, my bro. Someone's got to know about football. Big John says, just to chill out away from all the nut jobs, watching sunrise with a bacon sarnie. I hear it, Big John. Sounds like heaven, my bro. But is it brown sauce or tomato ketchup? Let me know. Grim says, Tristan says, I'll be 25 on October the 12th, like Hugh Jackman, aka Wolverine Logan. I hear you, my man. But do you have the sideburns to match? Let me know. Hopefully you're doing something good for your birthday, my bro. Brown sauce, says Big John. Good to hear it. Tristan said, thanks, bro. You're welcome. Right, keep all the chat going. Anybody wants to ask anything, bring up any topics, feel free. I will read them out, even though I'm as tired as our hardest working dog going. Ryan Bunton, welcome to the chat. Ryan says, we miss Diaz 100% and we'll do more than before under an Iraola style. Ryan, I love to hear it. We definitely miss Luis Diaz. I mean, I can understand why the club took the money for him, turning 29, 80 million pounds, or 80 million kind of euros, 20% sell-on clause, by the way, and ultimately, it was a good deal, but we had to bring in a replacement, which we didn't. Hopefully, we're bringing in Bradley Barcola. Ryan, what do you think of that? And have you watched the friendly so far? What are your thoughts? Please let me know, my bro. And welcome to the chat, a fellow Red. It's a lovely vibe around here. You obviously support Liverpool, but all clubs are welcome in the chat, but it's a very friendly channel. And if you like the vibe, do drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel. It'll be much appreciated. Ryan, let me know. Hey, what's that, the MRI tribe? Broski, what are you thinking about the game? I've struggled to watch it a little bit because I've been chatting with the crew, but ultimately it hasn't been that exciting. A little bit disappointing. I'm very disappointed. I was just saying to Tristan in the chat that, obviously V.A.S, Isak and Gravenberch, not even on the bench. Disappointing. Peter says, I was so happy when we beat Rangers in Champions League on my birthday, October the 12th. So what was that? You saw the 7-1, yeah? Absolute. Or was it 7-0? We destroyed them. Big up Ade and all the people. Thank you, tribe. Ryan says, but I do think Gakpo needs to go. Well, this is it. It could even happen. At the end of the day, Ryan, let's get Barcola in. And if we've got enough time and get some other business done, we could phase out Gakpo, maybe sell on to Spurs, or maybe even a Bayern Munich if they lose Luis Diaz. Now, we know Luis Diaz comes from Colombia, from the Barrios, and he wants that money. So, of course, he's going to be up for a Saudi move where he can cane the money and solidify his family legacy. Now, Liverpool get a 20% sell-on clause. So if they sell him for 120, as they're reputed to, we could be getting 20 million pounds or dollars, whatever, from it. And that can go towards maybe trying to get this Rayan. Even though I'm not a massive fan of Rayan so far, but obviously all the clamour and the hype is that this is what the club wants. But at the end of the day, I would take a chance on Rayan and upgrade Gakpo. Because I think, sadly for Gakpo, I feel like he's fallen out of love with the whole Liverpool project because he was basically getting gunned by the crowd last season. The Liverpool chat weren't happy with him, but I blame Arne Slot more for his demise than Cody himself. But that's my opinion. Peter says, you missed my MRI Tribe raid comment. First raid. Let me see. Oh, for real? Let me see, Peter. Let me go back. Hold on a minute. Oh, MRI raid. Peter, my man. Thank you so much. MRI, thank you for the raid, my bro. Really appreciate it. You absolute legend. I haven't even done it myself yet, but I need to figure out and see how to do it. So let me know when you're on and I'll try and do the raid back to you, my bro. But thank you. Welcome to the chat. Anyone that's come over from MRI Tribe's channel. And please, if you like his channel, hopefully you'll like mine. Do feel free to drop a like and subscribe. Right, let's read some of the rest. Yeah, sorry about that, Peter. I'm tired, mate, falling apart. Ryan said centre-half business needs sorting, especially with the way Gomez is in and out. Honestly, Gomez cannot be relied on. No chance. But yeah, exactly. We need a centre, but we need a lot of work. We need a lot of work. I mean, personally speaking, Frimpong at right back is a worry. Obviously, what's his name? Connor Bradley is a struggle at right back because he can't stay fit. So we've got a lot of work that we need to do. Let's just get Barcola in, get it done. Midfield, I can kind of give or take, getting by with it. I'd prefer a midfielder coming in, but at the end of the day, we do have a Premier League winning midfield, even though I would like preferably to move on McAllister, but it is what it is. Tribe says, we're not playing well up front. We only have 2 touches in the box. Yeah, it's been shocking. Yankee Stadium looks great at night. It really does. It's a pity this game wasn't earlier, though, because now we're at flipping 2 a.m. in the morning, and all I want to do is sleep. But Peter says, only Liverpool can keep you awake at this time, 100%, even though they're doing their best on the pitch to send us to sleep. Ryan says, I would also like to be seeing Frimpong used more as a winger. I'm not going to lie. I hear that. Well, I don't really want to see him as a winger or a right back, but I don't know, I prefer him as a right back than a winger. I think he's horrific, but it is what it is. It's all about opinions, Ryan. Sarah is on the crying emojis. Sorry, Sarah, I can't find anything at the moment. I will try my best to find for you next time, though. Drop into the stream on the chat, and I will find an iPhone app that can show you some games. Sorry, my dear. Big John says, gonna say goodnight to everyone. Need my beauty sleep. Have a good one. Till next time, my bro. Take care, Big John. Yeah, it's almost 1 a.m. in Iceland, says Tristan. Right, I'm just going to grab some water before the second half starts. Good night, Grim says to Nugget. Right, give me 2 seconds and I will be back. Right, back just in time for the second half. Let's see, let's get the screen back up. There we go. Right, just waiting for kickoff now. Just get ready to start the timer. Right, let's read out some of those. Sarah says, raw. Sorry, Sarah. We'll try my best next time, my dear. Ryan says, I'm thinking because of if you have someone defensive minded behind him, it would allow his pacing behind. I hear that, my bro. I hear that. It's a good point. It's a good point. Tristan says, hurry. What is that for the transfers or me getting back with my water? Ryan says, Rio playing on the right. Well, here's the thing. Let me have my take on that. Rio playing on the right wing to allow Barcola on the left wing. Here's the thing. I'll come to that in a minute. Yeah, right on time. Exactly, Tristan. Here's the thing. As Wrexham are on the attack. Now, here's the thing. Now, Liverpool fans in the chat. Oh, that's going to be a goal. Oh, should have been a goal there for Wrexham straight away on the kickoff. Right, here's the thing with this whole thing. I think fans in general and football fans in general are getting are getting hung up on this left footed needs to play on the right wing and all this inverted stuff. It doesn't need to be that way. You can have a left footer on the left wing. You can have a right footer on the right wing. It doesn't really matter. These players can interchange. They're all multi-talented, especially Barcola and Rio. So I don't think it matters that Barcola has spent very few games on the right wing. He could play right wing all season if you want. He's still going to be able to cut back and make chances. And secondly, it's not even about the wingers scoring the goals. Of course, we want them to chip in, but it's about them unlocking Isak and Ekatike when he returns. So at the end of the day, we saw Arsenal win the league with 4 wingers. That they did play inverted, but their 4 wingers scored a combined total of 19 goals in the Premier League. Now, at the end of the day, I don't care who we are, whether we play Gakpo on the right all season or Gakpo on the left all season, our 5 wingers will score more than 19 goals. So let's just get Isak firing. That is the key to the season. Get Isak firing. And let's not be hung up on inverted wingers. But that's my take. Tristan says, yes, Rio is on, 100%. Jones is on too. There you go, stronger team. Ryan says, but Gakpo is one-dimensional footballer. Push him and he has no left foot, bro. I know that, my man, I know. He just wants to cut inside all the time. But do you know something? I think a lot of that came down to as well to confidence, because at the end of the day, he is better centrally, as in moving. Maybe not being so on. He's not a touchline winger. He needs to be a bit more left inside, like an inside left forward. But look, I would move him on, but if he stays, I'm okay with it. We've got more work to do. But sadly, that's the problem. Last season, our window wasn't as good as people thought. But it is what it is, Ryan. Let's see what happens. Peter says, Gakpo, hold on, let's have a look here. Good run from Tsimikas. And Kumas with a shot there. Right, Soboslai outside. Rocket. Going to be a Liverpool corner. Great stop. Great shot from Soboslai there, the screamer. Peter says, Gakpo played last season like he had deaf ears and blinkers on. I cannot believe someone didn't say something. I know, it's crazy, Peter. It is crazy. It would have been interesting to see where that Soboslai rocket was going, but it's come off a defender. Ryan Bunton says, I like Kumas. I can't lie. Yeah, he's decent, isn't he? Good feet. He looks very tenacious as well. Yeah, very tricky. Decent shot on him as well. Scored a lovely goal in that first friendly versus Sunderland. Right, Soboslai with a corner, right side. Come on, Sobo. Right, corner coming in, and I'll get back to the chat. Fizzed in low. Oh, no, but on-rushing player, Curtis Jones, missed it. Could have had a strike there. Right, he shows some glimpses of in fact, the Bayer Leverkusen invincible season is more impressive than Arsenal's invincible season. I hear that, Tristan. And also, obviously, you know, they won the DFB Pokal, the German Cup, and nearly won the Europa League. That would have been literally one of the greatest club seasons of all time if it was not won already. Tribe, are you still there, my man? And what did you do this evening on your channel, Tribe? Let me know, my bro. And thanks again for the raid, man. I really appreciate it. Absolutely phenomenal. Legend. Right, Harvey Elliott now with a shot. Great shot there from Elliott. Decent shot. Decent power from Elliott. Usually got a bit of a powder puff shot. Young Harvey Elliott. The now 23-year-old. He looks a little bit overweight, Harvey Elliott. Needs to lose a few pounds there. As if Liverpool are going to get a few pounds. But yeah, let me know, Tribe, if you're still there, what you were doing on your channel this evening. It'll be good to know. Right, Peter says, Tribe was doing a watch-along but had to attend a family matter. Fair enough. Is Tribe from the States or something? Let me know. Because he can't be going to a family event at this time of night. But let me know, my bro. He seems like a really good guy. Thank you for putting me in touch with him. I hope to do I'll have a chat with him in the future. And maybe we could do something together, Peter. All good. Canada. Makes sense. But yeah, that's really nice of him. Good stuff. Appreciate it. Ryan, where are you from, my bro? Are you from Canada yourself? Let me know. Or in and around the Americas? Let me know, my bro. How long have you been watching the Reds? You're definitely a very passionate fan, I can tell. Love to see it. Right, 52 minutes. Calvin Ramsey on now. Good feet from Rio. Strong, pacey, turning. Brilliant feet from Rio. The fans getting excited. Harvey Elliott on the ball. So Tristan, sorry, I missed that one. Tristan says, yeah, Arsenal fans still think theirs are impressive, but reality is not more impressive than Bayer Leverkusen. I hear you, my bro. But any achievement going through an unbeaten season is incredible. But funnily enough, did you see that last season? Mourinho had an unbeaten season in Portugal with Benfica, and they didn't even win the league. So how impressive is an invincible season then? So let me know if you saw that, guys. Benfica, I think they drew about 12 games or something like that. And came second. But were unbeaten. Crazy times. Ball into the box there from Tsimikas. Tristan says, yeah, exactly. Nuts, right? Obviously, going unbeaten in England is a completely different kettle of fish. Very impressive. But saying that, look at us, Liverpool. We went through a season, came second to Man City, lost one game. 97 points. How great would that season have been? Absolutely crazy. How we didn't win the league twice with 97 and 93 points. Absolutely unreal. Peter says, Tribe is from Iraq, but he lives in Canada. He has also lived in Colombia and speaks Spanish and crazily in North Wales. Well, that is random. What a varied life, Peter. Bit like yourself, a traveller at heart. But that's good to know. Yeah, I'm happy Elliott's back. I hear that. Let's hopefully he can cement his place. To be honest with you, earlier in the chat, Steve was in. Steve MOT, a Leeds fan, he was in. I'm not sure if he's still here, if he's gone. But Steve was saying he'd like to pick up Elliott from Liverpool and I'd like to pick him up for 20 million. At that price, you're better off keeping him because you can't replace him for 20 million. Homegrown, English, good player. Versatile, can get you a goal. Can be a good squad rotation player for Wirtz. Keep Wirtz on his toes as well. If he's got a hungry Harvey Elliott behind him. So I'm with you, Tristan. I'm happy to have Elliott back myself. Right, Calvin Ramsey on the wing. Rio Ingamoa, good feet, the dancing feet. God, he looks so much faster and stronger now. Peter says Wrexham beat Man U 1-0 and Leeds 3-2 in pre-season. Exactly, Peter. They're a week ahead of us in their pre-season as well, so they got the fitness. But we've been pretty comfortable in the main. I think in the first half we should have scored with Josh Arbe's chance when he got put through by Harvey Elliott from a good pass from Szoboszlai. He really should have scored. But saying that, Wrexham could have scored as well. But let's see what happens as the second half goes. Let's hopefully we turn the screw like we did against Sunderland. Let's see. Sarah, are you still there? Hope you're well. I'll try and do my best for you next time I see you. Harvey Elliott now. Tristan says, yeah, he will play better with Iraola. I hope because Slot didn't know how to use him. That's the thing. He didn't even want to try and use him either, did he? It was really disappointing. The way he dismissed some players, Slot, it was terrible, really. Now, at the end of the day, maybe Chiesa isn't cut out for the Premier League. Maybe he's not cut out for it. But to not give some of these players a chance is disrespectful. Harvey Elliott was definitely good enough last season. Especially Tristan, coming off the back of the European Championships, the under-21s with England. He was a star for them, scored so many goals, 7 goals in the tournament. And we didn't even give him a chance in the Premier League. Disgusting, really. But I'm just glad that the Slot era is over. Peter says, 'twas criminal how the peripheral players were treated. 100%, mate. Yeah, I love these long shots. Exactly, Tristan. Exactly. Well, let's see what happens. At the end of the day, we can't afford to let too many squad players go. you know, because we're running short of numbers, so. Peter said the 30-yard shot would be the first priority in my shooting tactics. You know this, bro. Right, driving run now from Curtis Jones. Nice cut in there. Rio. Oh, Soboslai, sorry. I thought it was Rio for a second. Wow, going blind. Yeah, because there will probably be injuries through the season. Exactly. But yeah, we've got to get a move on. We've got to get a move on. Tristan, I probably asked you before, but let me know. Who do you want to see come in? What players, what positions do you want to fill? And anyone else in the chat want to add theirs? Please let me know. Curtis Jones, Batter and Duckway now. We've got to get this Barcola deal over the line. 100%. Kieran Morrison's on as well. Looked electric in the first game. Yeah, this game's definitely been a bit of a struggle, this one. It's yeah, the entertainment factor hasn't been there. Not like in the second half against Sunderland. It's been much like the first half against Sunderland, but probably a bit worse, sadly. So yeah, Iraola. Need to see a bit more. Iraola ball. Liverpool trying a bit more though in the second half. Oh, awful shot there from Harvey Elliott. And yeah, obviously it's mostly Liverpool fans in the chat. But anyone else, what's your predictions for the season? As it stands at the moment, what's the best that Liverpool can hope for? Are you expecting a title challenge yourselves? What do you think? Or are you waiting to see what transfers come in before having an opinion? Calvin Ramsey on the ball. Curtis Jones in the Liverpool half. One set. Peter Soboslai fizzes one into the middle. Peter says, kind of expect the unexpected so Liverpool can defo win it. That's what we like, Peter. Let's hope for that whole opposite day routine stuff. I hear it, my bro. Just the randomness of just random can happen. But no, it can happen. You're right. It definitely can happen. Yeah, let's see what signings come in, but they've got a chance. Even as it stands now, they've got a chance. 100%. Rio trying to burn his man on the outside. And that's the thing, yeah, exactly, Peter. We did expect to win it last year and got nowhere near it. And then the season before, when we did win it, I thought we could win it. I kind of semi-expected us to win it. I wasn't sure, but I thought we could do it when we did win it. To be fair, I was one of those fans where I thought, yeah, we could actually win it. Right, good ball there. Ooh, flick on. Tristan says, Barcola and probably Nico from Dortmund. It'll probably be in January or next summer, like with Ryan and Van der Ven. And I'm thinking, who else? It's hard is available right now. I hear that. You're on the Van der Ven train, yeah? Not for me, my bro. Not for me. I don't like his hamstrings. They're made out of something in England we call cheese strings. So yeah, I'm not feeling those cheese string hamstrings. And I just don't think I think he's a decent defender, very fast. But I think I was saying to you the other day, he looks like a physical monster, but falls over like he's made of like paper. It's just, yeah, it's something weird about him. I just don't think he's as good as people make out. And he's definitely not worth the money they're talking about either. But the others I would take Nico Schlotterbeck for sure. Ryan from Bournemouth, I'd like to see a bit more. I'll take a chance on him, but I wouldn't be bothered about getting him, to be fair. Peter says, people say Van de Ven is dodgy. I don't think he's all that, to be honest. Tristan says, I will help him with that. I hear you, my bro. So a full change for Wrexham there. The whole 11. Wow. Disjointed. So I wonder how many of those. Grim, are you still there? Let me know, Grim, Wrexham fan. So they're doing a full changes with the Wrexham team. Was that mostly your first team? I should have asked you in the first half, Grim. Was that mainly your first team that was at the first game? The first half, yeah. So building fitness, don't forget. Yeah, of course. But the thing is, though, is this now your second team, or what was the mix of the? Because they just changed the full 11, Grim. So is it now your B team on, or is it a bit of? Oh, you just answered. It's a mix. Okay, my man. Fair enough. I'd like to say good luck, but good luck after we beat you. That's all. But no, fair enough, my bro. I appreciate it. Tristan says hamstring would be better if I help him. I hear you, my bro. I hear you. I hear you, Tristan. Yeah, exactly. No one's going to do 90 minutes, Grim, 100%. But now, obviously, Liverpool have a few more of their first team on. Grim's laughing at me. Says, laugh out loud. Okay. Pierce says, have you heard of Ade Oladipo? What, myself? Of course. He's a TV and radio presenter. Ade Oladipo. Subade, link not working. Sorry, my bro. What are you watching? Subeda, where are you from, my bro? Please let me know. Maybe I can help you. He reckons we should have got Konza. Is that what he thinks? Nah, he's having a laugh. He usually talks a lot of sense, but, everyone's different. Link not working. Oh, that one in the chat. Yes, I see. I know. It stopped working a little while ago. Sorry, my bro. Yeah, I know. Sadeka, I hear that, my man. Sorry, my bro. Yeah, I put it up there. It's not working anymore. But I have a different approach. Do you have Subeda? Do you have a Android phone? Let me know. Let me try this. One sec. Right. Sobo lays it over to the side. Simicast. Edge of the box, good feet, over the head, into the box, Rio. Nobody can get on it. It's true, Pete, 100%. Ball into the box. Subeda, are you there, my bro? Please let me know. Tristan said, I'm not sure who I want exact for those three, but really not sure with the Liverpool fan, Mickey Van der Ven. I hear that, my bro. Subeda, let me know if you're there. I'll try and find you something. Subeda, if you're there, try this app on your phone or on a PC. It's what I can use sometimes to get some friendlies up. Give it a try. And if you like the channel, please consider liking and subscribing, Subeda. But yeah, and I hear that, Tristan. I hear that. Ultimately, hey, Natasha, how you doing? What's wrong with everyone today? Is it the heat or what? I hear you, Natasha. I hear you. You talking about everyone? Some of the people in the chat, Natasha, or you just mean the players out there in the game today? Not the greatest game, is it, Natasha? Good morning, Natasha. Peter says. Tristan says, I really wanted Diamande, but it is what it is. Do you know what? I did a video on my channel. Tristan. Feel free to check it out if you want. I did a little breakdown of Diamande where I don't think it was worth it. I'm actually quite glad. Oh, good save. Good save from Mamardashvili. Big dive over to his left. Oh, grim. Decent shot there, mate. Tristan, I'm not sold on Diamande. Decent first season in La Liga, in the Bundesliga, but it's just not worth it. It's too much of a risk for me. I kind of wanted Barcola all along, so I think Barcola's just I actually think Barcola is a much better player, than Diamande. People are talking about this ceiling of Diamande. I remember Arsenal buying Nicolas Pepe for 72 million. So nah, I'm not trying to hear it. And imagine when Arsenal bought Nicolas Pepe for 72 million, that would be the same 115 that Real Madrid are paying now. So yeah, I think we dodged a bullet, Tristan. That's my opinion. I don't think Diamande is going to have the career that people think. But let's see. Peter says, if Diamande sprouts a grey beard in the next 2 years, we defo dodged a bullet. Peter's not believing that Ivory Coast passport, the biometrics aren't biometrics on that passport. Natasha says, good morning, Peter. Was on a different stream earlier today, but only asked a question. I did not like the way in which they responded. Fair enough, Natasha. What was the question, Natasha? Tristan said, I'm glad we didn't get him after the World Cup horror. There you go. Burhan Nazir, I hope my Madrid will pull off comeback this year. Burhan, welcome to the stream, my bro. You're a Real Madrid fan? Please introduce yourself. My channel, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I do other clubs as well, and I will definitely be doing some Real Madrid games during the season. So yeah, welcome to the channel, my bro. Say hello. My name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier. Liverpool fan, but I play video games on my channel and cover all of the big teams. Let me know how you're doing, my bro. Natasha Peter says, what channel? Burhan says, by the way, where are you from? Well, I'm from the UK, England. I'm English by nationality, but I'm mixed race, half Nigerian, half English. Where did you think I was from, Burhan? And where are you from, my brother? Let me know. And Natasha, why wasn't you here? Chatting with your boy, Ade. Anyway, seriously, Natasha, what was the question? How did they treat you? Was they rude? Let me know. Burhan, my channel is a very positive place. And, non-toxic vibes. Everyone is welcome. I don't really condone with people putting down other people or kind of trying to pour scorn on other people's team. It's all about positive on my channel. So if you like that atmosphere, feel free to like the stream and subscribe. Tristan said, it's funny, I'm Barcelona fan and Real Madrid fan in Spain. I hear that, my bro. I hear that. Burhan says, I'm actually a huge Madrid fan since 2016. Along with Madrid, I support Man United and PSG. Much love to the UK. I already guessed that you were probably from the UK because of your beautiful accent. Thank you, my bro. But what country are you from, Burhan? Let me know. Oh, you're from Kashmir. Fair enough. Well, you support some good teams, or you follow some good teams, should I say. But obviously Madrid is probably your number one. But Burhan, welcome to the chat. And welcome to the stream. Natasha says, do not want to say Peter. Fair enough, Natasha. Natasha, don't let anyone upset you though, my dear. It is what it is. I don't know how many people would be live at the moment, but honestly, there's some... Natasha, you already know in life, there's some toxic people out there. And if people don't have the same opinion as you, people get really upset, some of these YouTubers or content creators, whatever. So hopefully it was some people in the chat, whatever, weren't being too disrespectful. But I hope you're okay. Life is short. Don't let people bother you. Let me read some of the rest. Burhan says, Peter says, except Pickford in goals for Everton. What's that, Peter? Burhan says, Liverpool and Madrid got to make a great comeback this year. Exactly, Burhan. But we need some signings. Hopefully we get Bradley Barcola, seeing as your Real Madrid took Diamande. Peter says, intriguing. Natasha says, I assumed they liked one team but did not realise that they liked another team. I said sorry. What, and they had a go at you, etc.? It's what it is. And this is the thing. I don't mind anyone who they support. Look, here's the thing, Burhan, on my channel. You know, I keep things moving peacefully. Obviously, I'm from England. I'm a Liverpool fan. My team, our rivals, are Man United. I don't like Man United, but I have friends, good friends that are Man United fans. But I don't want to see them struggle because their team is struggling. Because if their team is struggling, my friends are struggling. Do you know what I mean? So ultimately, do I want Man United to win? No. But am I going to cry if they do? No. If they want to try and make fun of things, let people do that. I'm not interested. Do you know what I mean? I'm all about the positivity, my bro. Your positive energy stops at Pickford and goals at Everton. Yeah, that's true. I'm not having Pickford. We know this, Peter. We know this. Tristan says, yeah, people should respect people that support multiple clubs and mind their own business. Don't make fun of them for who they support. Exactly, Tristan. Because everybody's different. Me personally, you know, I like Barcelona as a side team. I don't mind a bit of Spurs. But of course, I only support Liverpool. And England, of course. Natasha says, what do you mean, Peter? Burhan says, only go Eric Ten Hag, the GOAT Darwin Núñez, the GOAT Anthony, GOAT Andre Onana, GOAT Nicholas Jackson can say Madrid and Liverpool. Mate, none of those need to be coming anywhere near Liverpool this season. But to be fair, I would have taken back Darwin Núñez on a free transfer as a backup striker and a left wing option, but only for free. I wouldn't pay for him. Peter says, I will go further. Liverpool and United are working class brothers. I hear you, Peter. Natasha's on your case, Peter. She's got the question for you. Just the mystery of the channel that offended you. That's what Peter wanted to know. Maybe he wanted to steer clear of it. It was probably someone in the chat, Peter, on one of the channels, to be fair. Because if it's a big channel, the person's going to hardly have a time to even kind of notice people in the chat, you would imagine. And that's something I'm a little bit worried about, to be fair, because if things grow, it's already getting difficult to keep up with every message so far. But it is what it is. What can you do? Progress. Tristan said, some of my family are United fans and I love teasing them, but in a good way. I hear that, my bro. And Tristan, let's hope, because obviously you probably had that when you were younger, when they were winning everything. But let's hope that, you know, they don't have their winning ways back soon. Tristan, praise be that Man United stay very average. But saying that, they already finished above us last season. Burhan says, yeah, my second favourite club is Man United. If you support Liverpool, then I've got to support Man United anyhow. I hear you, my bro. It's all good. Right, Rio, driving into the box. Rio, looped over, and it's in. Let's go. Rio Ingamoa, with a deflected shot, puts Liverpool into the lead. It was an awful strike, but it was blocked by a defender. But ultimately, Rio Ingamoa puts Liverpool in front. But the deflection was absolutely ridiculous. Grim, how bad was that deflection? It was absolutely crazy. Rio looks embarrassed to even celebrate that one. It was a foul there in midfield. Soboslai plays it on, puts it up to Rio, who jinks, feints, but is driving forward. But a massive deflection off of the number 3. Don't even know the name of the number 3. Let's have a look. Wow, that deflection is absolutely wild. What was that player, Grim? Shizzle happens, as they say, Grim says. Exactly, mate. Who was the number 3, the defender backing off there? Maybe he was backing off in the wrong way. Got his body shape a bit backward there. Peter says, I was going to do a goal till you said deflection. I was a massive deflection. I mean, still a legal goal, though. But Joshua Sonny Lambie is on now. A few changes for Liverpool. But let's go. Burhan says, may God bless you, my friend. You're such a nice human being. The standard of your talking is too good. Thank you, my bro. This is what you have to do. To be honest with you, this hasn't really even been my best commentary today. Usually been a lot better. But it is late at night, Burhan. So hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Burhan, in a couple of days, I'm doing a Man United watch-along. I'm doing Man United versus Atletico Madrid. So yes, that's going to be an interesting game. I want to keep my eye on the enemy. So let's see. Hopefully you can join me, my bro, for Atletico versus Man United. Tristan said that I'm excited for Rio in Iraola's hands this season. Definitely, Tristan. And let's hopefully he gets his hand on Barcola and Iraola and does the double switch over on the flanks. Burhan says, man, Dominic Szoboszlai is too good. 100%. He's been very good this game, showing his strength and power, bursting through in midfield. Oh, Grim says 3 equals Lewis Brunt. Grim, is Lewis Brunt the son of Chris Brunt, the former West Bromwich Albion player? You're not going to get too many Brunts in this world. I know it's a pretty much what's it called? A Brummy name, a name that kind of originates from the Midlands. But yeah, Lewis Brunt, Chris Brunt, is that his son by any chance? I'm interested to know. Burhan says, now take a sip of water. 100%. I talk too much. Motor mouth. Natasha says, I thought that they supported Spurs, but they actually support Arsenal. I said, sorry. So I just left the stream. Never mind. Natasha, everyone makes mistakes. It's no big deal. And hopefully they didn't offend you like too much. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is, Natasha. Stick to your boy Ade, the veteran arcade soldier. Never going to offend you, my dear. Tristan says, yeah, Rio is training at the right-hand side. Exactly. He played for England in the World Cup friendlies when he went to the camp invited by Thomas Tuchel. And he did a good job off the right-hand side. I don't know if you knew that, Tristan. But yes, he's already started his training on the right-hand side. And at the end of the day, we don't have to have players that are inverted all the time. Rio's a right-footed player, but he can come inside and shoot on his left, or he can still make goals for Isak with his right. Let's see what happens. Him and Barcola can do a job share. It's no problem. Tristan says, oh no, read that one. Grim says, nope. So he's not the son of Chris Brunt. Fair enough. I was trying to connect the dots. But thank you. Ade is a smooth operator in a righteous way. That is it, my bro. Trying to move like a smooth criminal. MJ style. Let's go. Right. Wrexham corner coming in. Look at Frimpong. Tiny. Getting manhandled in the box. Key for more. Key for more versus Frimpong in the air. Grim. We don't want to see that. Frimpong marking. What a waste of time that is. Oh, free header put over the bar. Yeah, Liverpool's organisation at corner was poor. Tristan says, yeah, I was not happy when he didn't use Rio at the World Cup. Well, the thing is, though, at the end of the day, he was never selected for the main squad, but at least he got the invitation and got to train with the England boys. So, I was quite pleased with that. But if he'd have gone in the main 26, they wouldn't have used him anyway. So he got a bit of experience though, so it's all good. And he played a full game, or more or less a full game, in the right hand side in the build up in the game. It was either against New Zealand or who was it? Panama, I think it was. Grim says, that's the only thing I hate about corners with any team, the pushing, pulling and shirt pulling. Let your skill do the talking. Exactly, Grim. And it's a new thing that's been brought into the Premier League over the last 18 months. I'm not a fan of it. It's really, really bad. Obviously, Arsenal get a lot of the blame for it, Corner FC. But yeah, they got to stamp it out. Apparently, they're changing the rules next season. So let's see if the refs and the VAR teams sort it out, because yeah, I'm not a fan of it. It's pretty diabolical, really. Peter says, Liverpool fan in Japan said Frimpong was okay for the team because he stretches the field, causing opportunities for others. Well, let's see what he can use with him. But he didn't. Obviously, at the Arnold slot last season, Frimpong didn't excel at anything, not defending or attacking. So Liverpool fan in Japan could have that comment, but ultimately, that's all theory until we see it put into practice. So at the end of the day, a lot of people want to talk a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, football's played on the grass and not on paper, and we got to have these decisions get played out on the pitch. So at the moment, Frimpong is not it. Marmadashvili comes out for it, and Frimpong puts one behind for a corner. 10 minutes to go. Tristan Key says, yeah, probably in 2030. What's that? Rio making a World Cup? For sure. Peter says, I thought the S-Housery was going to be penalised next season. Exactly, Peter. That's the plan. Apparently, it's going to be. Let's see if it truly is, though. Well, Wrexham are big units, Grim. Got a lot of big boys in your team. Ndukwe goes up for the header. Player goes down in the box trying to look for a foul. And here comes Frimpong to use that legendary pace, but he can't keep it in. And nearly trips over his feet. Tristan says, I hope we will play Euro 2028. You would imagine he does. Natasha, let us know how you're doing. Hope you're okay. Please let the chat know. Sending love to Natasha in the chat. Burhan, if you're still there, do you believe that Real Madrid will win the league next season in La Liga? Let us know. Do you want Rodri? That could be the difference if you get Rodri. Burhan, let us know. Yeah, we've got over four players over 6'2". I hear that, bro. Yeah, massive team. Yeah, let us know on my question, Burhan, if you're still there, my bro. Oh, surely that should have gone in. Oh, wow. Well, right. Probably should have scored there. Grim is there. Born and bred, he says. Ball gets played wide. Burhan may be gone. Let us know if you're still there, Burhan. Ball into the box. That's good. Grim is a proud Welshman. I mean, Liverpool being pretty solid in the second half, I'd say, Grim. Some decent chances for Wrexham at the beginning of the half. Tris says, I gave heat for Sarah and Natasha. Oh, a heart, you mean? Not a heat, bro. Heat is a negative. Hey, don't want to be bringing heat to anyone, but you bring a heart. Good man, good man. What do we think of Tsimikas coming back to the club, guys? Obviously, that loan at Roma didn't work. And now he's replacing Andrew Robertson. Heart autocorrect. No worries, my bro. All good, my bro. Yeah, what do we think of Tsimikas coming back to the club? I think people are losing their minds a bit. I mean, Tsimikas is the kind of player, once he's got a run in the team, he's not as bad as people make out. He's actually all right. And Robertson has kind of dropped off. So I'm kind of okay with it. For one season, I can handle it. Liverpool have more priorities than replacing Kostas Tsimikas. He's a player that knows how to win the league as well, by the way. Played quite a lot of games in the title-winning campaign. Probably started about 15, 16 games, I would imagine. So he's no mug. So Liverpool controlling most of the game, I would say, in the last 25, I'd say, Grim. McConnell plots it out wide to Rio. Frimpong now. Frimpong's balance since he's been in America, it looks like he's falling over every 5 seconds. Peter says, oh, ball given away there by Curtis Jones. Not like Curtis. Oh, well played there. Well played there from Njai. Peter says, Costas has a great left foot. He really does. Peter also says, my best mate is a stonemasons in Buckley, was from Wrexham, and he was salt of the earth, he says to Grim. That's what we like to see. Glad to hear it, Pete. Glad to hear it, Grim says. He's just sending best wishes your way, Natasha. After, obviously, you know, someone tried to upset you earlier. So he's just being a sweetheart, Natasha, that's all. Right, ball. Wrexham now, bursting into the box, plays it mid. Ooh, should have done better there, Grim. Kiefer Moore, good chance on his left foot there, should have done better. But there's a reason why he's in the Championship still. Don't worry, Natasha, don't worry. You know the chat's very friendly here. No one's going to take offence. It's all good. Good play there from Kakachi. Kiefer Moore is about 8 yards out there. He's got to do better with that. Honestly, Grim, Kiefer is better with his head than his feet. That's wild, isn't it? Will Wright, it's a good run there. Clever player, looks like there. Tried to win a foul on the edge of the box. A little bit unlucky not to get one, maybe. But yeah, Kiefer Moore is not it, bro. Kiefer Moore is not it. How's he been for you anyway since he's been at the club? Grim, let us know. As the camera shows Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively on her phone. Peter says most players are rubbish with their heads nowadays. Exactly, the whole concussion protocol has moved it all away. To be fair, when I was a kid playing football, I was awful with my head. Absolutely 50p head. Boing. Couple minutes to go. Can Liverpool end Wrexham streak, Grim? Beating all these Prem teams. Where is the first team players? Exactly, Natasha. I know, terrible. That's the thing, Natasha. Wirtz has gone out there. Obviously, Gravenberch. Isak. Not even on the bench, Natasha. Kind of annoying. But hopefully, Natasha, we get to see a more stronger Liverpool team versus Leeds in a few days. Well, surely they're going to have to, because they're bringing these boys out there to train, Natasha. Tristan says, yes, I gave you a heart, Natasha. Not heat. I accidentally typed it, Natasha. All good. Don't worry, Tristan. It's all good. Grim says he's been great since partnering with Windass. In one match, Windass had 3 assists and Keith had 3 goals from it. Natasha says, okay, thank you. Will Wright, just on the edge of a cross there, doesn't get it. Don't tell me Dean Windass has a son play. Yeah, that's his son. That is his son. Lovely in the chat, some positive vibes. Tristan, just to let you know, Natasha's one of the first members of my channel. She's also a massive Liverpool fan. And Natasha, Tristan is a Liverpool fan all the way over in Iceland. And you're both legends. So 2 minutes extra time. That's the thing. You know what, Peter? You know some family members that just have to be, doesn't it? You know, if someone's called Wind-Ass and another player 20 years later is called Wind-Ass, got to be their child, right? Has it been hot in Iceland, Natasha says. Tristan, you can let us know the temperature has been roasting in England. Natasha's been, what have you had, Natasha? 35 degrees down your way? It's been 33 degrees for me. Peter says, Lady Natasha of Newquay. Liverpool trying to clear their lines here. Grimsby looking to make a last attempt to get the equaliser. I think they deserve the draw, Wrexham. But hopefully they're not going to get it. Peter says, rings alarms bells to me with all the sons of all players. Yes, there's been a lot of hot weather here in Iceland. What's the temperature, my bro? We've got 33 and 35, 36 in the UK. Very, very hot. Wow, up to 38 earlier this afternoon. Wow, that's craziness. 38. Sorry, you did say earlier. Yeah, it was 38. That's crazy hot. Too much. Too much. All right, Wrexham have loaded up the box, trying to get this equaliser, trying to keep the good vibes going. And surely Liverpool are going to clear this now. Frimpong goes shoulder to shoulder. And that is the end of the game. Liverpool have seen another victory in pre-season, beating Wrexham 1-0. We love to see it. Unless your name's Grim in the chat. Don't know why I've started the timer again. That game was awful, and we definitely don't want to see that started again. So, let's not have that. Grim Play says, GG's, thank you, my bro. It is what it is. Grim, what do you do? Do you play some games yourself, Grim? I can't remember how old you said you were, but you've got obviously Grim Plays in your name. So I'm assuming you play some video games. Let me know, my bro. Lucky Grim, you still beat United and Leeds. You did, but you couldn't handle the mighty Reds of Anfield. Only joking, my bro. We were quite fortunate to get that win today, but it was a weak Liverpool game. Oh, so you're 16, my bro. Yeah, you did say you was mature. Yeah, of course. Sorry, my bro. But yeah, you've got the whole plays in your tag. What do you play, my bro? Let me know. Doesn't necessarily have to be video games, but I'm assuming it is. Right now is like 17 and 7 in Iceland. Fair enough. Football Manager 24. I hear that. That's the thing. I've heard that Football Manager has really regressed in the last few years. And the latest one, people aren't feeling at all. Funny enough, one of my childhood friends works on the game. Marlon Davidson is his name. He's worked on the game for about, 24 years. Maybe even longer. But yeah, Marlon's worked for, the people that made Football Manager. And Grim also plays Rainbow Six Siege. He loves a bit of Siege. Fair enough, my bro. Pete says, what about the dude before on the jetpack? Get on sensible soccer, lads. Back in the day, Peter. Little bit of sensible. You know that. Natasha says, I bet Iceland gets snow at around Christmas time. 100% likely. Tristan says now dropped to 16. Yeah, it needs to cool off. I'm sure it's going to be a warm one tomorrow. I'm not sure what the temperature is tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be as hot as today. I think today was the hot day. But yes. Oof. El Scorcho. Right, on that one, everybody, definitely going to have to get myself some sleep. Natasha said, I see the UK is also in drought as well. It is, Natasha. We've got to take it easy with that water. But listen, everyone, it's definitely been a late one for me. The Fast Show is El Scorcho. Grim says, great stream, great chat members, a really great positive community, loved it, and thank you for having me. No problem, Grim. I know you're a Wrexham man, and I'm not always going to do many championship games, but bro, anytime you fancy a chinwag, and you want to talk some footy, you're welcome on the streams, my bro. There will be times when I do some championship games, maybe even a Wrexham West Ham or a Wrexham Burnley or something like that. But seriously, bro, it's been an absolute honour and a privilege to have you in. Please feel free to drop by any time and let's have a little catch up. All good, anytime. And just for anyone that wants to know, I'm doing three live streams on Saturday daytime, starting with Chelsea Spurs. at 9:45. Man United Atletico Madrid at 1 p.m. and Arsenal Girona at 6 p.m. all on Saturday. 3 watch-alongs. So if you want to come say hello to your boy Ade, the veteran arcade soldier, come and do that. But on that note, we have seen Liverpool beat Wrexham 1-0 in the Yankee Stadium as they continue their march on the on the American tour. Good night, Peter, my man. Good night, Tristan. Good night, Grim. Good night, Natasha. And thank you for sharing your evening with me when you've popped by. Thank you so much. Anyone else in the chat in the background, feel free to smash a like on the stream before you exit. And if you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe to the channel and help your boy Ade, the veteran arcade soldier, on his journey towards 250 subscribers. On that note, thank you for joining me for this game, which has seen Liverpool beat Wrexham 1-0. Sorry once again, Grim. On that note, I'll catch you soon, guys. Take care. Have a rest of your fabulous evening. Get some good sleep. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Cheers, Tristan. Take care, my bro. Catch you soon.